Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy back at it again. Hey, you're probably wondering what this is, right? Y'all wouldn't know. Ding, 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 ding. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Rico back at it again. Buffalo Fanatics, the Rico Report. We are back at it. Listen, I'm going to tell you something, man. First of all, happy Thanksgiving to my Americano friends. Happy Thanksgiving to you. I hope you guys had some great turkey. I hope you guys had some cranberry sauce. I hope you guys had your corn, your mashed potatoes, your mac and cheese, your collard greens. I don't know American how you guys like the collard greens. I've never really had collard greens. We don't really do that around here. Honestly, we have other variations of it, but y'all do your collard greens and your candied yams and all that good stuff. I hope you guys had a great time. I always enjoy the day after American Thanksgiving to hear and listen and see the skits of people's cookings, and the amount of things that I see have me in stitches. So salute to y'all. Much appreciated for your dishes that you guys share, because I'll tell you, man, some of the stuff is hilarious. Some of the stuff that I see are just too funny. On my plate, you'll see no greens. I don't do any of the greens. I'm just give me the carbs, give me the meat, give me the carbs, give me the sauces, give me all that good stuff. That's how I roll. But some of the things I saw, man, I saw one particular. And I'm sure this is a skit. It has to be, because I saw this lady take mac and cheese from a can. She had 4 or 5 of them, dumped it in a tinfoil little sheet, and then took processed cheese strips and threw them on top and said, "We're going to put that aside. We're going to bake that tomorrow." I said, golly, that's what we cooking? Fam, I'm just saying, I think it's hilarious. But anyways, nonetheless, happy Thanksgiving to y'all. And I saw a lot of y'all were talking about how thankful you guys are for, I'm saying, certain people. But I'm thankful for the viewers that we get to the Buffalo Fanatics. I'm thankful for the followers that we get. I'm thankful for you guys coming in and tuning in with us to talk football, to talk Bills, and all that good stuff. Folks, there were some games this weekend. And we needed some things to happen, and clearly they did not. But that was to be expected. But I will say this, man. Looking at the AFC East, holy jumpins, the Jets are absolute. Listen, I got to get in on the Jets, man. I have to get in on the Jets. The Jets are just, they botched this. They went all in. They went all in on Aaron Rodgers, which is, I have no problems with that. I got no issues. I got no problems with them going all in. All in on your quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. I got nothing. You brought in his offensive coordinator, Nate Hackett, which is a bum. He was a bum when he was in Buffalo. That's why him and his stupid ass coach, Marone, got booted all out, or he left. I mean, I don't know why we even wanted to bring his ass back, but Nate Hackett was awful. Mr. Predictable. If you wanted predictability, that was Nate Hackett. Out of here. So now, he had one good year with Aaron Rodgers, and then you bring him back to the Jets. If you're a good offensive coordinator, you can coordinate a game with whatever quarterback you got. You got to work with their efficiencies, man. But this guy's just lost, bro. Lost. And they want to bring him back with Aaron Rodgers for next year. Whew, good luck. Good luck to that organization, man. You guys botched this. You had an opportunity when Aaron Rodgers went down. And this is the Jets fans, man. Y'all had an opportunity when Aaron Rodgers went down. You guys had ample opportunity to pick up someone to at least sit behind. Hold on a second. I got my little connection problem here. All right, we're back at it. You guys had an opportunity to jump in and at least have someone sit behind Zach Wilson's bum ass. But you didn't. You said, we're all in. He's gonna. I mean, he was our starter last year, so it only makes sense for him to stick around and be that guy. So we lost Aaron Rodgers, so he's gonna have to just jump in. If we didn't have Aaron Rodgers, he'd have to jump in. I mean, we drafted this guy with a first-round pick, so he's gonna have no choice. We get that part, but you didn't mess with him. He wasn't good enough for you, so you went out and got Aaron Rodgers. So now the guy that wasn't expected to sit and start and do anything, now he's starting. You didn't think to get someone to sit behind him? Carson Wentz was available all year. All year. You could have traded for Josh Dobbs. Like, my goodness, y'all ruined the Jets. Management, head coaching, y'all busted the Jets. And now they're playing uninspired. I mean, the Bills broke their back last week. We absolutely broke the Jets back last week. We broke their back. They had a little bit of smidge of hope that they can make something happen. And then the Bills came in and whooped that ass. And now all hell's broken loose. Defense is playing uninspired. The quarterback position is in shambles. I don't know what they're going to do next year. Not even next year. We know they're going to wait for my man Aaron Rodgers to come up. You have Trevor Siemian sitting. That's got ample starting under his belt. But you guys went with Tim Boyle. Like, just say you're tanking. Just tank the rest of the season so you can get a nice draft pick and work on that old line. Awful. Awful. I don't even feel bad for the Jets. I really don't. F them Jets is what I feel about it. But golly, man, the Jets are just awful. Watching that, and this is why I got so animated last week when right before half, Josh Allen threw the interception on the Hail Mary pass, which was unnecessary because you can have things like this that happen where Javon Holland picks it off and takes it 95 and swings that. The game could have been still left close if not for that mishap. Absolutely terrible. Oh my gosh, man. So the Jets are obviously out of contention. I mean, they were out of contention last week, so now they're absolutely out of contention. So there they are. The Jets fall to 4-7. The Bills are still alive at 6-5. The Dolphins, obviously, they've improved with their win today. Shout out to them. Good for them. They had no choice. They needed that win to continue to surge and not let the Bills catch up. Let the Bills catch up and get some steam. It's over with. Absolutely over with. But nonetheless, here's where we are. Jets lose on a terrible game for them. Obviously, you had the Cowboys play this weekend. The Cowboys came out and just crushed things. And, I mean, things that happened this week were things that were supposed to happen, right? Teams that were supposed to win were supposed to win. I mean, obviously, the Jets putting up 13 points. I'm surprised they even did put up any points. 49ers took care of the Seahawks. We expected that. Dallas took care of the Commanders. We expected that. We didn't see anything different. The big upset was the Packers over the Lions. Didn't see that one coming. Jared Goff is my fantasy quarterback, and he's messing with me right now. I need to get his act together. That would be wonderful. But what you going to do? What are you going to do? By the way, let me know if connection-wise is all right, because my connection is kind of off a little bit. So if it's all right, it's plausible, it's dealable, let's roll. So, folks, let's get right into it, man. It's Friday night. I don't want to hold y'all tonight. It's Friday night. We want to get right into the shits. It's a little glitchy. I don't know what's going on, man. Just a couple days ago, internet just went right out, and I was watching the I was watching the 49ers game, and it cut off out of nowhere. So there was some issues going on. So we might be a little shaky today. So I apologize. It's intermittent. Nasty. Well, I don't know. I might just reset it, or I might just hopefully it just kind of gets its act together. So I'm hoping that it comes through. So let me push through this, folks. Bear with me. If it's horrible, just start doing the thumbs down. I'll just end the stream and call it a day and just stream tomorrow. But we got a big game this week, folks. This game is huge because we are going up against the number one team in the NFL, It's doable. Thank you, Austin. It's doable. It's doable. Let's roll. We're going up against the number one team in the NFL, in the Philadelphia Eagles. All right. And it's a good team. It's a good team. And if you go position by position, if you go, you know what I'm saying, coaching staff, we match up well. This is a good matchup. Where there are some matchups where I'm not really great with is their receivers versus ours. They've got the experience on their side with Bradbury, Kevin Byard. He's very familiar with us. You got Slay on the other side, so they've got some experience. I'm not saying they can't be beat because they definitely can. They definitely can. However, they've got some experience on the cornerback side, right? They've got some experience there, so you got to give them that edge. They've got some firepower at the running back position with Swift, Gainwell, so they got some explosiveness. They definitely have some explosiveness on that defensive side of the ball that can pose a threat to us, right? Quarterback position, to me, I personally think that we have the better quarterback. I think Jalen Hurts is great. Jalen is talented. He can throw, he can run, he can do all those things, but I'll take my quarterback over him. I just feel that Josh Allen is the overall better quarterback because he can do all those things and some. And he's got that clutch gene to him. When you want to play being made, you want to play to be done, you want something, you know what I'm saying, you want to count on someone, Josh Allen is the guy that you want to count on because he doesn't let you down, man. At the end of the day, sometimes like the blunders that we've had, it's all been defensive blunders in the end. In the end. Does Josh sometimes put us in a hole? Absolutely. Does he dig himself out and dig us out? Yes. And then by that time, it's too late. The defense just happens to blunder. And we can't have that happen. We can't have that happen. But this Eagles team is a very good team. It's a very good team. Statistically, they're a solid team. They're coached well. They're a coach that is a fiery coach. Like, he don't give a damn. And he takes on the persona. He takes on the attitude of the city that he's coaching. Philly is a gritty city. It's gritty. You know what I'm saying? They say it's the city of brotherly love. I don't think so. I don't think so, because they'll cuss your ass out real quick, right? And my lady Kim Betts says, but guess what, though? The Jets beat the Eagles, and they did, which is so puzzling because of how the Jets play. But at that time, if you really want to break it down a little bit, at that time, you had a Jets team that was playing inspired football, right? They were playing inspired football. They were still in the thick of things, right? And this was a great matchup for them. Defensively, obviously, they gave Jalen Hurts fits, which kept the Jets in this game. Look at the Jets now. They're playing uninspired. They don't care. It's like, yo, the season's over with, and they're just not playing as hard as they should, right? And I don't blame them. I don't blame them. And who knows what the Bills are going to be like from now, depending on how we do, right? If it's not favorable, how well are they going to be playing? How inspired are they going to be playing, right? But that plays a big part. So that being said, folks, how and where can the Bills exploit these Eagles? And this is this is where the Bills, in terms of matchups, this is where we can come in and try to bully our way into, this is what's going to happen, right? And in order for us to have success, there's obviously keys to success, but then there's key players to success. And those that have been quiet need to step up in a game like this. This is not where you continue to play the way you were playing. And I had some tough times on picking offensive players who I needed to step up, because I mean, you know who's gonna step up defensively. I have my ideas of who's gonna step up. But in order for us to have success, team success, there are specific players that will need to step up, will need to prove their worth. And we'll get into that later in the show. We'll definitely get into that later in the show. But I want to talk about the strengths of the Bills. And especially because of what we did last week, it's notable. It's notable to talk about it. And right off the bat, what stands out to me is our running back group. All right. And it starts with Joe Brady first and foremost, because Joe Brady is the new man in charge. He's the new man calling plays. He's now had a full week under his belt to prepare for the Philadelphia Eagles. And this is going to be a good barometer to see where we stand with Joe Brady. Joe Brady had a great debut last week. Everybody's excited about what he was able to unlock, if you will, uncover, right? Release things that we weren't utilizing all season long. And Joe Brady came through and says, "Hold on, let me just tweak a couple things. I'm not going to change the whole game plan, but I can tweak it." And that he did. He tweaked it enough where he actually involved the running backs. They involved our slot receivers, right? So maybe it's just a mind frame to put Josh in the mind frame of, listen, we want to attack the middle of the field. We want to be able to put stress on linebackers, make them come up. They're probably going to try to stress you out by spying you, because the game before that, the Broncos were spying Josh Allen. They said, if you're going to beat us, you're going to have to beat us in the air. You ain't going to run on us. You ain't going to do any of that stuff. The minute you just have to run, we got you. So I guess that was an observation made. At least that's what I made. So they decided to, you know what? We're going to attack the middle of the field. We're going to soften you up with Dalton Kincaid and get you guys going. And that they did. They just had no answer for Dalton Kincaid at the beginning. And then we handled business going forward. So that being said, another change that they did, and I'm glad, David Coolest, you said that, because that was my next point, right? You involve your running backs, but now you've motioned more than you've ever had in the past. I think we motioned 62.7 or 6.9% of the time in last game. That's the most we've had in 2 to 3 years. That is huge. So those little tweaks that Coach Joe Brady made was enough to make a difference in how the outcome of the game came through and came about. So I'm not going to hold you guys. I'm going to actually start with the 5 players that need to be key contributors, that must be key contributors in order for us to even have a chance to win. Because that's what it is. It's all about chance in this game. It's all about your ability to give your team some kind of advantage or give your team some kind of edge. And last week, our edge was actually using James Cook. He had 20 touches, 20 total touches in that game last week. And that's high for him. And if this continues, we continue to use James Cook to his abilities, this opens things up for everyone else. It tightens up the defense a little bit, stack the box a little bit, right? We don't want him to be a problem for us. So that's massive. Now, let me continue here. All right. So 5 key contributors I've got to be able to step up. All right. And number 1, and this is not in any particular order, and some people might put this person in particular order. The person happened to be the first person on my mind, and that is Gabriel Davis. All right. Gabriel Davis. And listen, I put a tweet out just I think yesterday, and there was a list of free agent receivers that are going to be available if their teams obviously don't sign them. And I think some teams, Calvin Ridley, I think he'll be re-signed to the Jags. I don't think he goes anywhere. Mike Evans might become available. Darnell Mooney, who knows? They might re-sign him. Who knows what's going to happen with that? There were several other people on that list that actually I can just go right to the tweet right now and let y'all know. By the way, I apologize to you guys because I'm really bugged out because right now it's my internet bar is showing that 1, and it's really pissing me off right now. So I hope it doesn't ruin this experience for you guys. But I'm going to try to make it a bang show for you guys as we do this, right? So free agent receivers that are going to be available. You've got Mike Evans, T. Higgins, Michael Pittman Jr. I don't know. A lot of people were really for Michael Pittman Jr. I don't see anything special with Michael Pittman Jr. in my honest opinion. I just don't see anything special. Marquise Brown, Calvin Ridley, Darnell Mooney, Tyler Boyd, and obviously Gabe Davis is on that list of free agent receivers come the end of the season. So T. Higgins may test the market. Michael Pittman Jr., I think they bring him back. Mike Evans may test the market. Marquise Brown may test the market. Calvin Ridley, they're going to bring him back. I can't see them letting him go. They gave him his shot. They're going to keep him. Darnell Mooney, you're testing free agency. Tyler Boyd, you're testing free agency. Gabe Davis, you're testing free agency. In my opinion, you're testing free agency. So I think that out of that list, they're keeping 2 players. Now, I bring this up because Gabriel Davis is the guy that I need the most to reveal himself. Right? Get off the milk carton. All right. I know Coach Brady wants to say you're the most important piece of last week's game because you were a decoy. You were in the way. You were run blocking your ass off. You're doing all those great things. I love that. Love that about you. But the reason we have this receiver number 2 is to take the pressure off receiver number 1. And if you're not doing that, then they're going to say, F this guy, single cover that guy. He ain't going to do anything. And we're going to double and bracket Stephon Diggs, which makes the offense harder for Josh Allen to operate. So Gabriel Davis, you're capable. We've seen it, right? We can reference back to the Kansas City game, if you will. We can reference back to the Pittsburgh Steelers game from last year, right? You have the ability. You worked your tail off all off season. Find a way to align yourself with Josh Allen. You got to. Like these last few games, it doesn't seem like it's been there. You guys are off. So in order for us to have success this weekend, we have to make it that the defense is looking at everyone and they're on edge. But right now, they aren't on edge because right now they're paying attention to Josh Allen. They're paying attention to Dalton K because he's been making some noise. And right now, they're like the rest of the field, whatever. We're just gonna do our regular defense. We just can't have that. Okay, that's number 1. So Gabriel Davis, we are in need, and this is where Joe Brady has to come in. Find the way to get this guy involved, whether it's just giving him possession routes where it's just a sit, it's just a deep dig, a deep hook, something that allows our offense to move the chains, move the sticks, right? Occasionally send him deep like you normally do. But we need to find a way to get this man involved. So this is where Joe Brady comes in. And he seems to be someone that can adjust on the fly and see patterns that wasn't working, and he fixes it. So to me, I think he's able to make something happen here. By the way, shout out to my man, Austin Henby. What's up, Austin? Thank you for that super chat. I appreciate that, my G. He says, the motion gives away coverage is key for our final, I don't know what you're saying, infer to Josh Allen, I think. If he knows the D, he'll beat it. Also, where's Floyd? Think we'll elevate him? Where's Floyd? You talking about Fournette? I think you're talking about Fournette. I'm not sure who you're talking about. Who you talking about? Are you talking about or Poona Ford? Are you speaking? I don't know who you're talking about. Austin, who you talking about, man? You don't have to super chat me again, but okay, there you go. Fournette. Okay, I got you. We'll talk about we'll talk about in just a moment. We'll talk about that in just a moment. Thank you, Austin. I appreciate that. So Gabriel Davis, he's just gonna have to Joe Brady's gonna have to figure out a way to get him involved. You got to. It's necessary. It's necessary. In order for us to have success, everybody's got to be hitting on all cylinders. It just can't be a broken offense, right? Where it's like a skipped CD, a skipped record, right? It's going around, but it's only catching the same lyrics or same line, and it just won't catch the rest of the song. But guess what? The same line is me going to Stephon Diggs, and everybody's like, all right, I know the lyrics. You can't be, we got to be more unpredictable. And I think this is where Joe Brady comes in. So first guy on my list is Gabriel Davis. He's absolutely a key to success against the Eagles because he has to be. We just can't have it a one-dimensional game. We just can't. All right. That's number 1. Number 2, key to success in this game, and this is not a specific player, but I'm going to go into the middle of the field. I'm going to go into the middle of the line, and that's between O'Cyrus Torrence. That's between, you know what I'm saying, McGovern on the other side, and you got Mitch Morse in the middle. That interior line, because they've got some dogs. Fletcher Cox, they got Jalen Carter that's in there. These guys, the Jordan, what is it? What's that big boy? Something Jordan. I forgot his name. I don't know why it's eluding right now, because but Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis. They got big boys on the interior. They're going to push the pocket heavily. And guess what? When you push the pocket, you make it uncomfortable for Josh. Guess what Josh does? You already know what Josh does. Josh doesn't like the being, you know, say pushed. Now he's great in the pocket. He's got great awareness, pocket awareness. He's great at that. But the minute he feels, all right, y'all push me a little too far, you know what he's doing. He's backing up and rolling right. Backing up and rolling right. That's what he does, right? And I can guarantee you these Eagles are going to be waiting for that. So this is where the interior of the line, Mitch Morse, McGovern, O'Cyrus Torrence, have got to be on their A game. My goodness, I can't stress that enough. I can't stress that enough. They've got to be on their A game, because that interior pocket is going to be a problem. They're going to push it. They're going to collapse it. They're probably going to even bring in a couple blitzes to just mess with us. So we are going to have to be on our A game. It's a must. It has to happen. No questions and ifs or buts about it. All right. So that's number 2. Mitch Morse, smart lad. He's been part of an offense with the Kansas City Chiefs where he gave up no sacks. He's been part of that offense where, you know what I'm saying, he made reads to help out his quarterback. So we're going to need his awareness. We're going to need his brain to diagnose what's happening in front of him, to relay that message back, not only to coach, not only to his quarterback, so they can be prepared for the following series. I mean, we all know the first 15 plays of each team it's a scripted. All right, here's what we're going to do. 1st and 10, we're going to do this. If we're successful and we get what we want, here's the play we're going to do. If we're not successful, we're going to go back to this one. It's all scripted. Once those 15 plays are up, or once that first drive is up, all right, man, now we're into freestyle. We're into freestyle. We are into it where, all right, at this point, it's all about what you guys are, what information you back to me. Or what are you guys seeing? Okay, that's what it is. Okay, let's adjust. Let's do this. Let's do that. Right? That's what we're going to need from this team. So it starts with Mitch Morse. It starts with him getting these guys on board. And I'm going to tell you right now, man, the last couple games, I'm going to keep it real. The last couple games, O'Cyrus Torrence hasn't been playing his best. Let me put it that way. He's had his shortcomings. And that's to be expected because he's a rook. And it's a long season. It's a very long season, right? College, what? Isn't it college football? What you got, like 12, 13 games, maybe 14? And that's about it. We're going to what, week 11? Actually, we're going into week 12. This is week 12, man. This is where they're usually wrapped up. You mean wrapping the season up and going and so on and so forth. So this is where he's gonna have to dig deep and help out, because we're going to need everything in that O-line, because there is a lot of beef coming their way off that defensive front. And I'm only talking about the interior line. I didn't even get to the outside. All right, you got Hassan Reddick. That's gonna be posing a big problem. So that's neither here nor there. At this point, interior is my biggest concern. And Mitch Morse, McGovern, O'Cyrus Torrence, they're gonna have to really give Allen the time he needs. You don't give him any time, it's gonna be a long day. It's gonna be an absolute long day. So Gabriel Davis, number 1. Number 2, I'm gonna say the interior O-line. All right, the interior O-line is what we're looking at. All right. Number 3, and this is big. And most people are gonna think I'm Rasul Douglas. It's not gonna be Rasul Douglas. Rasul Douglas, he's a vet. He knows the game. He knows exactly what's gonna take place. I'm not worried about him. Right? What I'm worried about is Christian Benford. Christian Benford, and not because he's not talented, but you're going up against AJ Brown, which has given us issues for years, especially when he played with the Titans. The guy is just a specimen, and he does it to everyone. He's been killing the game. He's been doing it to everyone. I mean, he had 5 or 6 straight games of 150 yards receiving. He's a dog. So now you got Christian Benford that's going to be going up against Devontae Smith, which is a speed guy, and you got strength in A.J. Brown. And don't get me going on Dallas Goedert, right? But that's a whole nother ballgame. So that's a good offense, man. That is a good offense. So Christian Benford, you've got your hands full. Dane Jackson, out. He ain't playing. Taylor Rapp, gone. He's not playing. So that's two guys in the secondary that would have been key players to have are out. So this is where Benford has to come in and have the type of game that Dane Jackson had a couple weeks back. I think it was against the Broncos. He was just everywhere. Dane Jackson was playing extremely well that game. So we're going to need that production out of Christian Benford. That's going to be huge. So Christian Benford, this is where you come in, sir, to really come in. Was Dallas Goedert out? I thought he was questionable. So that helps us out. Oof, that's big. I thought he was a questionable, and then, you know what I mean? It's usually game time. But if he's out, even better. All right. Anyway, so Benford, number 3. In terms of player, that's the one. That's the one. Thank you for that, guys. That is the one that I was paying attention to see. All right, who is it that's gonna have to step up and make things happen? All right. 4 on my list. James Cook. All right, folks, this is it, right? I know you guys are like, oh, Rico, here you go again. You're gonna hate on James Cook. No. This has nothing to do with it. On the contrary, this is where I would like to lean on James Cook and say, all right, you got a new offensive coordinator. He clearly believes in you. He clearly sees the talent that you have. He clearly sees the talent that you bring to the table. He clearly sees what your skill set is and how to use it. I want to see a duplication of what you did last week. I mean, this brother quietly, I think this is the quietest 688 yards this guy has put up. He's got 688 yards rushing this year. And he's got quite a few games left to go. I think he cracks 1,000. I did not expect this brother to crack 1,000 yards this year. And he's definitely on pace for about 11 to 1,200 yards if he continues to do what he's doing. I won't say 11. I would say he's on pace for 1,100 yards. So we need James Cook. And this is where Joe Brady comes in, because Joe Brady can utilize an aggressive this is an aggressive Eagles defense. So when these boys are coming after you with such aggression, how do you mitigate aggression? That screen play, that screen to the running back or a slip screen, whatever you guys want to call it, that's what we need. That's huge. So James Cook, not only will you be utilized in the pass game, but the way you've been running these last 2 games has been great. And our offensive coordinator believes in you because he's giving you a plethora of different run schemes, right? The toss crack that we had last week, right? You guys have we have the shotgun trap play that they love so much, right? And we're utilizing him more. So James Cook, in between the tackles, your pass protection is going to have to be huge. All those things are going to come into play. So James Cook is my 4th player that I need. And I'm going to double up. Because Ty Johnson, it's going to be a family affair in that, right? So Ty Johnson is going to have to do his part. And I see that they gave him some love and they gave him some touches last week. So he's definitely going to have to do his part. Murray is going to have to do his part as well. He's been excellent this year as a backup at 33, 34 years of age. He's been solid. So continue that. But that running back crew, we're going to rely on you. I hope that we rely on them, because that way we can keep that damn Eagles team off the sideline and we assert ourselves. We make sure that we kind of run things and it's not about kill the clock with running the football, because that's not our MO. But what we can do is dink and dunk, hold on to the clock, and just and control the game. If we can do that, boy, we good, man. We good. All right. And last but not least, I'm putting this last one together. And that is Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs. All right. And you guys saw it with the thumb. And I truly mean this. These two have to be on it, because the last couple games it's been a little shaky. It's been a little shaky between these two. And the reason I put these guys, and that's my number 1 really, Gabe Davis is cool and all, but my number one is Josh and Diggs. And I bring this up because when you're going up against a team that has an offense, as opposed to last week, we're going up against the Jets, that solid defense, a number 3 ranked defense, but an offense that is putrid. I mean, you saw it against the Dolphins today. Just absolutely dog shit of an offense. Offensive coordinator is Garbo. Nate Hackett is terrible. I'm not a fan of Nate Hackett whatsoever, and he's left a bad taste in my mouth since when he was in Buffalo. And I don't care what success he's had in the past or even before when he was with Syracuse. I don't give a damn, right? You've been in the league and you haven't done anything. You had one good season under your belt. Then they gave you the head coaching job, which was a sham. They shouldn't have gave you as that shit at all, and you're one and done. I don't even think you completed. I think you would. Didn't they fire you beforehand? I can't remember, right? Point is, you were not good. And then you found yourself a gig with the Jets, and you still can't get these guys going. I don't get it. So now we're going up against a team that actually has a run game, that has an absolute monster of an O-line. They got 2 great receivers. They got complementary backs. They've got a solid system out there. So how do you, and this is why I wasn't gung-ho, and this is why I was kind of calling people out for like, yo, what's everybody, you know what I'm saying, praising the win that we had against the Jets? It's the Jets. They got no offense. So there was no pressure on Josh Allen to continue to keep putting points on the board because that offense wasn't doing nothing. Defensively, give credit, because defensively, so we wanted to make sure that we kept the Jets from doing anything, but they weren't going to do anything, right? And this is where Josh Allen comes in, because the pressure mounts on Josh, because now you're going to have a team that's depleted on defense, and that's the Bills. You know that. The Eagles will score. So now it's going to come down to, can Allen hit back? Will Allen and Diggs be able to hit back? Because right now, we did a lot of hitting last week. We were jabbing, we were uppercutting, we were having fun. We were kind of getting tuned in. It was a sparring session. We were sparring. And that's what we were doing. We were just getting tuned up, getting ready for the Eagles. Now, gloves are off. We're about to get in a backyard brawl, man. Which one of us is Kimbo Slice? Yeah, who's it gonna be? Right? This is the backyard brawl that we need to see. And we're 6-5, and we have an opportunity. Now, most folks, I see some people calling this a trap. The Eagles. The Eagles might not take it seriously. Well, I hope they don't. I really hope they don't. They don't take it seriously, because they've got a gauntlet of teams they got to play afterwards. I think they play the Dallas Cowboys, and they play San Francisco, and I think they play Dallas Cowboys again. I can't remember. I'm not too sure. But they got a gauntlet of a schedule. So whether you guys want to call it a trap game or whatnot, what I know is Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs need to, when they hit us in the mouth, we got to hit them right back. We can't afford to take these 3 and outs, turning the ball over, giving these guys an opportunity again, and taking away opportunities for us. Because essentially that's exactly what's happening. When Josh be turning these balls over and giving it back to the team, right? You're taking an opportunity away from us and giving them an extra opportunity. Whereas there's no advantage for us. It's a disadvantage. So hold on to the football. We've got to execute. And here's the thing. We are one of the best teams on third downs. We're actually second in the league I think we're at 49. I think we're just shy of 50%. We're knock on the doorstep. We're like 49.7 or something stupid, right? You know who's first? The Eagles. The Eagles are completing 50% of their third down attempts. So we know they get busy. We also get busy. So it's about capitalizing. We've got to come in and capitalize. We've got to hit on our third downs, but not only hit on our third downs, but we've got to put points on the board. Those 9 points were cool last week. We got 3 field goals. My man Tyler Bass was on it. He was doing his thing. But fam, it becomes a problem putting 3 points up on the Eagles. It ain't gonna cut it. That's a good squad. That's a good squad. So there is no room for error, room to give the ball up, room to go 3 and out. There is none of that shit. You gotta capitalize, and it starts with Josh and Diggs. Whatever you guys were doing, you guys can. Darius Slayton is a Slay is a damn good corner. I call him Darius Slayton. He's a fantastic corner. but he can be beat 100%. James Bradbury is a solid corner as well. I don't know how the hell the Giants let him go in the first place. And he's on the Panthers. The Panthers let him walk. I don't know why they did that. I mean, I guess they didn't want to pay him. But that's a good corner right there. But they can be beat. So, to me, that 1-2 punch of Josh and Diggs, reunite, get it together, find a way to get things going, and let's kick some freaking ass because we can't. So let me reboot the 5 players that I feel that need to step their game up. Gabe Davis, you just need to. You want to take pressure off the Josh Allen and Diggs connection, you got to jump in there and sprinkle, let them show some love to you. So it starts there. Do your job. Number 2, the interior O-line. The interior O-line must protect Josh. Must give time. It's not even just protect Josh. It's got to give Josh time. Give Josh the time. I know my internet is booty right now. It's cheeks. I know. Coolest. I know. Brother, I know. I'm trying to get through my points and get out of here because I don't want to do this to y'all. But I'm already halfway through. So we roll it. All right. Interior O-line. Got to. All right. Christian Bedford is going to have huge match. That's a big one because you got some guys coming your way, brother. You got some guys coming your way. And listen, AJ Brown is an absolute problem. AJ Brown is a problem. Devontae Smith is a problem. He hasn't had a big statistical year though, but he has big plays, and that's the thing that we have to eliminate, which comes into one of my 5 keys to the game. Right? Obviously, James Cook, the run game is going to need some. I know some people have been asking, yo, when's Leonard Fournette going to jump into this? When's Leonard Fournette going to jump into this? Well, guess what? Leonard Fournette, fam, Ty Johnson has made him take a back seat with his performance last week. And I'm going to be real. Murray has done the same. Murray has been playing pretty decent. So, like, how do you take away or add someone to the active roster and take away someone that actually contributes on special teams? And that's another thing. Contributing on special teams is a massive. Ty Johnson, that's what he does. Murray does not. At 33, 34, we ain't asking you to do that. I mean, a couple special teams here and there on punt block or punt, or I mean, on punting per se. Field goal, maybe, doubt it. But like very limited role for him on special teams. But Ty Johnson is probably on every special team there is. So if you activate Leonard Fournette, what are you going to deactivate Reggie Gilliam? Highly doubtful. With that play Reggie Gilliam made last week, not happening. Are you gonna take out Ty Johnson that gives you special teams prowess? No. Are you gonna sit down Murray that's become a leader on this squad? No, you can't. So who are you going to bench? Leonard Fournette is probably going to be sitting for a while, man, until maybe an injury happens, or he may not even touch the field at all, the way things are happening right now. So keep that in mind as well. All right. So those James Cook, obviously, and then last but not least, the Josh Allen Diggs connection has to emerge and it has to take place this upcoming game. There's no and ifs, buts about it. It has to be, because Jalen Hurts is going to be attacking his corner. He's going to be attacking his corner on the left, on the right, and he's going to go to A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown is going to muscle his way, those inside slants. That boy's the problem. He's a problem. So we're going to have to slow him down one way or another. So let's keep it rolling. Let me take questions first before I get to my 5 keys to the game. So my man, what's up, Kyrie? Kyrie says, yo, Diggs been burning Slay for the Vikings and Lions from the Lions days. So, I mean, that's why I say Slay is nice. Don't get me wrong, but he can be beat and will be beat because obviously Diggs is one of the best in the game and his route running is impeccable. So, I mean, and these two have great chemistry. So I need that to be on display this coming Sunday afternoon. My man, King Cam. What's up, King? King comes in and says, yo, Bills will stop tush push twice. I'm calling it. Bro, that tush push cannot be stopped. It can't be stopped, man. I'm sure it's maybe once or twice they failed on it. But the first of all, the 1 yard quarterback sneak play is already super successful already on its own. Not a whole lot of people can stop that. And now that these guys have found a variation of the tush push to kind of get that thing, yo, it's over with, man. You ain't stopping that. You might as well just give them their 1 yard and just keep it rolling. Now, do we have the beef up front if they go with the tush push? I mean, Ed Oliver, what, 280? 290? All right, you're already under three bills, and you got those linemen are pretty big boys. Linval Joseph, they're probably going to have to put that brother in there. Who you got? Tim Settle might have to put Tim Settle in there, but nah, they're gonna be successful with the tush push, no matter how you want to look at it. You know what I'm saying? It's inevitable. You know what I mean? So unless you get a good jump, I don't see how we shutting that down, man. Alpha Raw, what's up, Alpha? Says, yo, KC shut down Brown. Let's see McDermott can take that same plan. And this is the beauty of the NFL. It's a very copycat league. It's a very, okay, well, how do they defend him? What do they do? Okay, do we have that variation of how to defend him? Okay, cool. The only problem is we don't have a Trent McDuffie. That's real nice. That should have been potentially on the Bills. But we do have some quality players on that squad. So we'll figure out a way. We've got some smart guys on the team. And McDermott seems he's got this team playing very well, even among the deficiencies that we've had on defense and the hurt players that can't even, you know what I'm saying, you mean even play. That's on IR. Obviously, you guys know the three key players: cornerback, linebacker, and defensive front. You already know the drill. So that being said, we'll see what McDermott has cooked up for the Eagles. I mean, he's playing his former team. It's been some time now. I mean, I think I heard somebody try to say, "Hey, how does it feel to go back home to Philly?" He shut that thing down right away. He said, "Yo, my home is in Buffalo. I may have family in Philly, but my home is in Buffalo. I don't know what y'all talking about. This is where my home is at." All right, bet. Let's go then. Show us what you can do on the road, because right now we are 1-4 on the road. We are not a very good team playing on the road. So you got that already on you. So hopefully it's Mr. McDermott can galvanize his guys and get us ready, right? All right. So that's what I'm saying. Let me get a couple of other questions before I get into my 5 keys to victory. Jero Harris, what's up, Jero? He goes, yo, how many more games do you think the Bills win? Realistically, it's hard because I envision that they won 12 games, and it's we're definitely not there. Actually, no, we're there. We got to win out. We have to win out for us to win those 12 games. That's going to be extremely tough. We can afford maybe to lose one more game. And the one game that we can afford to lose has to be to an NFC team, cannot be to an AFC team. We lose to another AFC team, is a wrap. And even if we lose to the Eagles, it's a wrap, because we got one less win that we can get. But realistically, to make the playoffs, we need at least 11 wins. And now, when you get 11 wins, you're counting on a whole whack of other teams to falter. That's a lot to ask. I mean, it's happened once for the Bills. I mean, you all remember it. I mean, when we broke the drought, 2017, we made the playoffs. The Bengals came through and handed the Ravens that loss, and here come the Bills, right? So we might have to fall into that garbage again. I hope not, but it's looking that way, because we have not done ourselves any favors with certain losses to teams we had no business losing to. The Patriots. I still can't get over that loss. The Patriots, for crying out loud. The first loss to the Jets. Really? It's like little things like that. The Broncos. No. We don't lose to teams like that. We shouldn't. We're too good for that. 10 wins. 10 wins is tough, man. Like we're already scraping to try to get in with 11 wins. 10 wins. I mean, look at the AFC North. You got to look at the AFC North. The AFC North right now, I mean, the Bengals, I don't think they're going to go anywhere unless a miracle happens. So you got Ravens, Browns, Steelers already in that division. So we're competing with Steelers and the Browns. That's what we're competing for, right? That's number one. Number two, you go to the South. You've got the Jaguars that beat us, which was a travesty. Like, we can't have that. And then you got Houston Texans that are playing extremely well. That's probably going to take the number 2 spot, and they might even push for the number 1 spot. So if we're competing with the Jaguars, let's say the Texans get over the hump and take first place, Now you're like going head to head against the Jaguars. Oh, the Jaguars beat you. You're done. So that's why those games hurt. Those losses hurt. That game to London when the NFL decided to try and experiment. Hey, let's have these guys stay in London, have them have their real rest, and then we'll see how the Bills do. Let's see it. Nah, man, F y'all. Y'all screwed us, man. Y'all gave us a screw job. Like Bret Hart, you screw job, man. Anyway, Mike App, what's up, Mike? Mike says, yo, real talk, Rico. In your opinion, do you think that we see 22 prime Von Miller this year? No. I do not see that we see Von Miller in his prime. I mean, you can't. He's 30. He's getting older. Like his prime is behind him. But 20 prime Von Miller, no, not even that either. And if we do even get close to that, that's not going to come until like late in the season, where he's starting to feel like himself, and then he gets over it. But it's tough to come back, man. You come back from a torn knee. So you're trying to be yourself and you're trying to be 100%, and it's tough. He's gonna build towards it. My homies at the BIB, I'm not sure who. I don't know if it was Dave or Akeem, whoever. They had a post up, and I don't want them, shading on them because I'm never shading on you guys at all. But they said, hey, is it time to bench Von Miller? And it's a fair question, I suppose, but I don't agree with it. Because they obviously know, we all know that obviously he's coming off of a knee injury, but I guess the question was stemming from we're not getting the production that we need from him. He's got 0 sacks, 0 tackle for loss. Like he ain't doing it. So why have him on the field? I mean, and my rebuttal to that was he's already at 20 snaps a game, give or take, right? That's a third of how many snaps we play a game. We play 60 to 70 snaps a game defensively. So he's playing a third. And a third of that is usually probably like a sprinkle of here in the first quarter and a heavy dose of him in the last quarter. So to bench him, now you're like, okay, who's better than him in order for you to bench him? Who are you going to put ahead of him? Kingsley Jonathan? Is Kingsley Jonathan better than him? Right? So that's another way you have to look at it. All right, if you're going to bench him and make him inactive, who gets the roster spot? You're going to put who's that corner that you can activate? I got it. Okay, who's that linebacker that you want to activate? I got it. No, nobody. So to me, you got to look at everything. You got to look at everything and find out, okay, if we're going to bench him, which sounds great when you write it out, but then you got to look at the back end. Okay, so if I'm benching him, who am I benching him for? So it to me, I understand the question. It's obviously to get engagement and so on and so forth, but nah, bruh. It ain't working out. It's not gonna work out. All right. And no shade. Those are my guys over there, man. BIB, those are my guys. Akeem, Dave, all them cats. Those are my peoples out there. But you know what I'm saying? That's a bold take. It's a bold take. But let's keep it pushing, people. But I believe Von, he presents veteran presence on the field, communication, right? What he sees, he may not make the play, but he might force something to happen. He might see something, but hey, communicate something and it makes it happen. So that's what you want. You want that on the field. All right. So, and like I said, he's getting 20 snaps on average. So it's a third of what the snaps that we get on the field. So I ain't tripping. I think he's going to be just fine. Salute to my guy, Raven for Life. What's up, Raven for Life? He goes, yo, y'all beat the Jets, the worst team in the NFL. I think you're back. We will see Sunday against Philly because I know it's the same. Oh, my friend, Ravens for life. Ravens for life. I mean, I appreciate you. I mean, he ain't wrong when he says you guys are talking about, are you back? I don't consider us back until what we see against the Eagles, because that's a winning team. That's the best team in the NFL according to their record, because that's what it is. But I mean, let's not get it twisted, my guy from the Ravens. I mean, y'all lost to the Colts, and y'all had no business losing to the Colts, and they didn't even have. They weren't even who they are right now. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even have JT at the time. So y'all lost to the Colts. I don't want to hear nothing from you. All right, brother. I mean, you guys are what, 9-3? Is that the record? Let me see where you're at. I don't even think you guys are 9-3. You guys are 8-3. All right, you're 8-3. You have a couple more losses, less losses than we are. So you're not that far off. Brother. off. And you got some nasty injuries to you. So tread carefully, my good friend. Because that AFC North is a gauntlet. That's a tough division you guys are in. I mean, but you know what? We good. We good though. I like Ravens. Ravens are I like Lamar. Lamar's my guy. So that's the only reason I F with you, man. All right. Let's keep it rolling, people. I think we're gonna get keys to victory. All right. So here's the deal. Keys to victory. In this case, it's gonna align with the interior line. We got to give Josh time. Give Josh the time. He's got to have the time to process. He's got to have the time to go through his progressions. You got to give him the time. And Allen is not one of those guys that needs a whole lot of time because he creates. He actually, the way he moves in the pocket, he buys time and gives you guys the advantage. So if the guy's beating you on the inside, he might kind of scroll outside and kind of not make you look as horrible because he's got some on the fly, right? He creates. He's a creator. But you guys got to give him the time. You give him the time, he will dot each and every one of these cats up. There's no question about it. He's going to. He's going to dot them up. All right. So that's number one for me. Give Josh the time. All right. Number two, the pass rush it's going to have to help us. We're going to have to create some kind of pressure in order to get Jalen Hurts off his game and get him to throw one, right? He's got 9 interceptions this year? I believe he does. So he's not a guy that's not going to turn the ball over. He will. I know their record is 9-1 and then they're where they are, but they came close to some games, man. There were some games, man, that they came close. I mean, they went toe-to-toe with the Eagles, with the Cowboys. They went toe-to-toe with the Commanders. They went, they took down the Dolphins, which was a tough one. They went toe-to-toe with they lost to the Jets for crying out loud. Toe-to-toe with the Commanders again, 2 30-point games. They went toe-to-toe with the Vikings. So, with 25 to 20 against the Patriots. They went toe-to-toe with these guys. So, it's not like they're a killer team. And, they can't be beat. Their record looks good, but, when you see what's really good, they're not unbeatable. No team is unbeatable this year. This year has been there's a lot of parity. But you got to respect their record. They're 9-1. They got 9 wins. And that's what gets you in for your bye week. That's what gets you prepared to get back to the Super Bowl. And they're trying to get back to the Super Bowl. And that's a very tough task on its own. So the Bills have a big, tall task themselves to take down the NFC Kings. You got to take down the NFC Kings, man. That's what it's going to come down to at the end of the day. You got to. They got some good players on the squad. Don't get me wrong. But it ain't like they killing every team they play. That ain't the case. And we all know that. But the Bills can't be talking much shit either because we losing teams that we had no business losing to. We're going toe-to-toe with teams we got no business going toe-to-toe with the damn Giants. 14-9. I couldn't believe my eyes. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, that's where we stand. That's where we stand at this point. So pass rush must help. It's got to help this defense because we're depleted. We ain't got Taylor Rapp, right? Taron Johnson, thank goodness, has cleared protocol for concussion, so he will be playing. So that's huge. But we've got some dogs on this team. 2.5 sacks last week. Leonard Floyd. Leonard Floyd is going to be a menace. I feel he's going to have a good game. You know what I mean? Ed Oliver, Edward, has been on his money. So let's not sleep on this Bills pass rush, baby. We got some. AJ Epenesa's coming off the edge doing some good things. Greg Rousseau has been great. I don't care what anybody's going to tell me. But he doesn't have the statistics. Listen, man, he's doing what he got to do to keep this run game in check, right? And then we've got nice depth pieces on this team. So this pass rush is a solid one. But leading the way, I think he's got 9.5 sacks this year already, and that's Leonard Floyd. Leonard Floyd is going to get 11 to 12 sacks this year. That's massive. That's like 4 years straight of having 9.5 sacks or more, or 10 sacks or more. Leonard Floyd is going to be a big part of this pass rush. And if we get to Jalen Hurts, get him off his mark, right? It allows us, to stay in this game. And I say stay in this game, not to give a big plays, right? He's going to have to take the check down. Take the check down because you got pressure on you, then it's a win for the Bills. So pass rush is going to be immense. We're going to need that pass rush to help us out. Let's keep pushing. All right. Key to this game, Joe Brady. Another key to this game is Joe Brady. Joe Brady has an opportunity right now to double up. He can double dip if you want to call it that. He has a great opportunity because he has the opportunity to take over and play call again. You never know when your opportunity is going to come, and he's got his opportunity. He made the most of it last week. Great for you, but that's game one against the Jets. Teammate, that's all I'm gonna give you. That's all I'm gonna give you. It was against the Jets. All right. Now, defensively, you got to give it to him because that Jets defense is solid. Solid. And they were playing for something last week. That was a big game. And you called a great game against an aggressive defense. You're going up against a team that also has an offense that's going to punch back. So you're going to have to dial up something that if they hit us in the mouth, you got to dial something up and say, all right, let me see. Let's try this right here because if they did this, we're going to have to counter. So your counter punch has to be something. You just can't keep getting jabbed in the face and not have a counter, not slip a punch here and there and give him a little body shot, slow him down a little bit, and then give him another body shot, slow him down, and then right to the top again. We got to be able to counter. And this is where Joe Brady comes in. And Joe Brady knows this. He knows his personnel. It's not like he just got here. He's been here the last year and a half. You know what I'm saying? So you know the personnel. You know your quarterback. You've been rocking with your quarterback this whole time. You know Diggs. So this is your opportunity calling from the field, from the booth, to call a great game. So we're looking forward to Joe Brady getting creative, utilizing your key threats, right? And unlocking, because this is a big one. He's got to be able to unlock players that haven't been used. And I look forward to it. If you, Joe Brady, a challenge to you, sir, if you can unlock Deontay Hardy, you can unlock Khalil Shakir, you can unlock Gabe Davis and get him back in the fold, man, you're going to make Josh Allen extremely happy. And when Josh Allen is happy, things are good in Buffalo. But you got to keep that brother happy, man, because I'll tell you, the last 4 weeks hasn't been happy. And when he wasn't happy, he was turning the ball over. And when he turned the ball over, we're not winning. It's that simple. So you keep that brother happy by finding ways to get these guys involved and making them have fun again. Bro, we are going to be a dangerous team. I keep saying this. I'm going to say this again. You let the Bills, if the NFL lets the Bills fuck around and put a couple wins together against big teams like the Eagles, and then we go on a bye and come back and beat the Chiefs, watch out. Watch the fuck out. Because the Bills will be a dangerous team. But we got to take care of business against the Eagles. We got to take care of business against the Eagles. Let's get a win, go into the bye week, and prepare for Pat Mahomes and them boys. But we got to take Jalen Hurts down. So, Joe Brady, you got a tall task. Unlock, uncover, you know what I'm saying? Unearth. You know what I'm saying? The guys have been buried on this depth chart, that's been buried, you know what I'm saying? Not doing anything. And give them life, man. Give them life, man. Freaking get the defibrillator out and just get them on their chest and get this offense bleeding again, man. Get that heart pumping. Because we're kind of, moseying along the way. We got a win last week. It's like they cracked the smelling sauce. We kind of, all right, we here now. So now you have a chance to, you look alive, and let's get things popping, right? So, big opportunity for Joe Brady. Joe Brady is a big test. You thought last week was a big test. This is the one. You're going up against Nick Sirianni over there against the Eagles. So, it's gonna be a dogfight, y'all. It's gonna be a dogfight. So everybody better watch out. Everybody watch out. So Joe Brady, you got an opportunity, man. And it goes beyond that because I'm gonna keep on Joe Brady because Joe Brady, not only you gotta unlock and uncover certain players and get to their potential, right? And put them in proper position. But then you got to find the weaknesses on this Eagles defense and exploit them and go after it. And sometimes use that aggression that they have against them. They got some big boys on that defense, on that defensive front. So James Cook might be the perfect opportunity for him to slip right through. Get just enough of a crack to let him get through to the linebacker spot and let him go against, what is it? Not Dean Marlowe. Who's that linebacker? They drafted him late round. He's a really good linebacker. Let them go up against each other. Nah, it's got me messed up. Got me messed up. Who's that linebacker? Come on, help me, y'all. Oh, I forgot they got Nolan Smith. Nolan Smith out there as linebacker as well. Jordan Mailata at that tackle. They got some good players, but who's the damn linebacker I'm talking about? Help me out, y'all. And I'm not moving on without knowing what his name is because it's killing me right now. What's that damn linebacker's name? He's like a second-year player. I'm going through their roster right now just so I can, because I'm not getting off this point till I get it. The damn linebacker. You guys know what I'm talking about? He's like 5'11". He's not a tall guy. What the hell? Now I got to go through the whole damn freaking roster and get the damn what I'm looking for. This pisses me off when I get this way. Pisses me off. But anyway, not Zach Cunningham. He's got a short, I think it's Dean something. I want to say Dean. But anyway, y'all know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I would like for the point I'm trying to make is when you have size at the defensive front, and you got size at the defensive front, and you have a quick back, like you got a quick back like James Cook. Is he on IR? I didn't know he was hurt, right? Anyways, doesn't matter. At the end of the day, the point I'm trying to point is I want my running backs with their running backs. My running backs and their linebackers, excuse me. That's the point I'm trying to make. So if he can get through that line, one-on-one with a linebacker, I trust James Cook to get this. All I'm trying to say is I trust James Cook to get this. So if we could just open that lineup just that little bit and get him to make decisive cuts, be a quick decision maker, he could have a huge game. A huge game. James Cook could have a massive game. He just got to be Nakobe Dean. That's what it was. And I think he is hurt. Thank you, Zach Volk. I knew it was Dean. I know it was Dean. His name was just eluding me for some freaking reason. Thank you very much, by the way. I think he is hurt. But the point I'm trying to make is I need my running back to just get one-on-one with linebackers. I'll take it all day, but he's got to be decisive. He has to be decisive. So Joe Brady, hey, listen, man, you've got a lot on your plate. All right, so let's go over this again, right? Give Josh time, get that pass rush going. Joe Brady has to be huge, right? And here's another one. I'm gonna stick on coaching. This is Coach McDermott. Coach McDermott, listen, man, tall task on your hands. We know you guys have injuries. We don't have the capacity. We don't. we don't have the capacity. If you guys know where that's from, then you guys will understand where that's coming from. But we haven't had the capacity, but we've been making it work nonetheless. So let's keep it up. It hasn't stopped. And McDermott, I don't care what anybody's telling me. I like McDermott as our head coach. I like him. I don't want him going nowhere. This guy's got this defense where they need to be. And that's what it comes down to. It comes down to having a defense to hold you down. And if you can get someone to compliment you that knows the offense and knows how to run an offensive game plan and get this offense doing what they're supposed to do, we got it. But it starts with the defense. We got to make some stops. And we've got to cut, and this is the big one, we've got to cut the mental errors. And the mental errors are these stupid penalties that we take. These stupid penalties, these back-breaking penalties. We could get away with it when we're facing bum-ass teams like the Jets. But you're facing a 9-1 Eagles team that's best in the NFC. Simple as that. Look at their record and the teams that they've played. Some tough teams, and they've won. Find a way to win, and they have. Let's be real. Although there were some tight games, but they find ways to win. Right against the Chiefs. The Chiefs, you know what I'm saying, they had an opportunity to take that game away. And if you look at the Chiefs game, the Chiefs had ways to win. And it was guys that did not execute. They didn't catch the football when you need to. I mean, that's a big drop by Valdez-Scantling. Big, huge drop. Because that drop right there was essentially what got these guys to lose the game, right? Obviously, Travis Kelce fumbling doesn't hurt. I mean, doesn't help either. But those things will kill you. And we lately we're one of the most penalized teams in the league. We are penalized far too often. And we're not good enough to get over that hump and turn the ball over, and get the penalties. We just can't. So McDermott, you've been coaching this team up freaking phenomenally thus far, even with the losses of huge players like Milano, Trey White, obviously. You got yourself back on track with Rasul Douglas, which was massive. And you had a huge game from Tyrell Dotson last week. PFF graded him a 90. So you got some momentum on your side. So DeAndre Swift, you know what I'm saying? They ran his ass out of Detroit. They traded his ass. So now you've got an opportunity. You mean slow this team down, take away what they like to do. And I know McDermott is good enough to do all those things. He's good enough. He definitely is. He definitely is. So I trust McDermott. He's going to have a good game plan. And it's about execution at the end of the day. Execute, execute, execute. All right. Last but not least, number 5 on my list. Your back is against the wall. There's no other ways to look at it. The keys to victory, fucking play with some life. Play like this is a playoffs, man. That this is it. Play like you lose this game, it's a wrap. And you got so much to prove because it's on the road. It's a road win right before the bye week. That is massive. That's a boost to this Bills team. And you win against the Eagles. Your place in making the playoffs probably takes a skyrocket. It moves up heavily. But right now, this week didn't help us because teams that we needed to lose didn't. You know what I'm saying? So we have an opportunity. So right now, to me, is I'm going to use the word they've been using all week last week, and I'm going to use it again. Play with some juice, baby. Play with some juice. I want you to open up that fridge, slide that orange juice to the side, slide that punch to the side, and get that purple drink. You know what I'm saying? Jump on that purple drink. Jump on that drink. I want that juice, right? That purple juice. Do what you need to do because we need that, man. Play with some fire, whatever it is that you need to muster and find a way. And I don't make me play the Tom Brady video because that thing gets me hyped up every time. But you guys already catch my drift. The Bills need to check themselves and get back on that. And by the way, back Conquer. He says, yo, that hoodie is fire. Yes, it is fire, my guy. It's the East Coast backers. You know what I'm saying? Salute to the East Coast backers on Twitter. And I gotta hit him up, man. We gotta talk some more business because the quality of the sweater is legit quality, man. Salute to my man's East Coast backers. Anyway, so here's the deal, folks. Let me break this back down before I get out of here. So key players in this game, Gabe Davis, need that. Key players, I need 5 key players. Gabe Davis is one of them. The interior O-line, I need Mitch Morse, Osiris Torrance, and McGovern. Those 3 cats, it's important because if they push the pocket and you give Josh no time, it's over with. You're going to have Josh running for his freaking life. He's going to be inaccurate. He's going to be turning the ball over. And now you guys are going to be holding. Now there's penalties. We're doomed. It starts up front. It starts in the trenches. You got to, right? So Gabe Davis, he already knows what needs to happen. He has been MIA. Get yourself off the milk carton and start showing up. Show up. All right? Interior O-line, we need that. Christian Benford, that's going to be huge today. You're going to have a big task. Rasul Douglas already knows what's up. He already knows. He's from the NFC. He knows these guys very well, right? You, on the other hand, don't know anything about these cats. You're new to the league. You're new to the game, right? Devontae Smith, speed. A.J. Brown, power. You know what I'm saying? So take your poison, whatever one, lock in, and let's get the job done. James Cook, whatever you did last week, that fumble, woke your ass up because ever since you fumbled and they benched your punk ass, you've been playing lights out, and I love it. So let's keep that up. And that's the back I've been wanting to see ever since we drafted him. And these last 2 games have been his best that I've seen thus far. And no bigger task ahead of him than this game against the Philadelphia Eagles. So let's go, baby. We got to ground these Eagles. We don't want to hear fly, Eagles fly. We want to ground them, clip them wings. We got to clip them wings. That's exactly what we got to do. James Cook, let's go, baby. We got to get it. We got to get it going. Last but not least, Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs. That connection must take place. You got to jump in and we got to get that thing popping. There's no questions about it, right? James Allen. Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs, huge connection. We need that connection going. All right. Keys to the game. Give Josh that time. It correlates with our O-line. Give Josh time and he will cook. That's simple as that. That pass rush. We've got to make it uncomfortable for Jalen Hurts. Interior, we've been there Von Miller has been silent, but you know what? He is ramping up. He's getting better. He's getting better each game, and we're about to get popping, right? I know my man said, "Yo, Rico, you forgot about Spencer Brown and Hassan Reddick coming from the side." I already know. I mean, listen, you can only point out so many flaws, but the one thing that I do like about Spencer Brown has been. When's the last time you said, "Oh, Spencer Brown"? Right? He's vastly improved. He ain't flawless, but he's vastly improved from when we were calling for his ass at the beginning of the season. He's definitely improved his game. And somebody coming from the outside, Josh's peripherals are great enough and his awareness is great enough that he can step up the pocket. So they're going to have to be disciplined on their end. You can't just come willy-nilly and try to wreck a game. No. Josh is going to step up and you're going to pay for that. You will definitely pay for that. Now, the interior, that's where I have my problem because Josh needs to keep his eyes downfield. But if they're pushing that pocket and pushing it into him, we got a problem. We got a serious problem. All right. And let's move over. So we got the Patriots got to be something. Joe Brady's got to be on his game, man. He's got to be on his game. Oh, wifey came down to say what's up. She's going to be hanging out with us today. Coach McDermott, you got to coach that defense up. I think that he's going to do a great job coaching that defense up. And if we can keep this team to under 19 points, keep them under 19, keep them under 20 points, and we can put up a few touchdowns. If the offense is flowing the way we think it's flowing, we could take this one, man. We could definitely take this one. And coach, get these boys disciplined. I'm not going to get off your ass, man, because these penalties have been killing us these days. So we got to get on that. We got to make sure that we're on top of that. All right. And last but not least, we got to bring the juice, baby. We got to bring the juice. The juice is where, we ain't got no choice. We got to. You got your back is against the wall. We lose this. We're on thin ice. We're already on thin ice. So let's keep at it. Let's play with some juice. Let's play with some passion. Let's play like we got some sense, and let's make this thing work. And so those are my key players to this victory and keys to the game. All right. And we're gonna move to another portion because I wanted to get that out of the way. And as wifey comes in and joins me, you want to be around? What's that? Oh, she said she didn't want to be alone by herself up there because she put the kids to bed. Are they in bed? They're not in bed. Oh yeah, it's 10:50. That's true. So as wifey joins me, I wanted her to come down here and help me choose some games for this week. You good? I wanted to help me choose some games for this week and who's gonna win, who's gonna lose, all that good stuff. And and she's gonna base it on, she don't know who's on what team. I mean, she knows some, but she doesn't really know much about it. So we're gonna do our pick'ems because we do our Friday pick'ems. So obviously a few games have already happened thus far. So let me crack this thing open and get this schedule popping, and we're gonna get this thing going right now. So wifey, let me get this mic ready for you. So here's the deal. Bucks. So we got a Sunday game at 2 p.m. All right, 1 p.m. Excuse me. We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield is the quarterback against the Indianapolis Colts. Zach Moss is running the ball. JT's back, and they're both not a great team. One team is 5-5, and the other team is 4-6. The Bucks are 4-6. I just want to win or lose. That's all you got to pick. Win or lose. You don't have to give me a score. So you got the Colts, or do you have the Bucks? So who do you got?
The Buccaneers.
The Buccaneers? So the Bucks over the Colts. All right. I hope you guys can hear me. If you guys can hear me, let me know. If not, I'm going to have to try to get closer to the mic. All right, ready? Patriots, Giants. They're both terrible teams.
Hate the fucking Patriots.
The Patriots are 2-8.
Doesn't matter.
And the Giants are 3-8.
Giants, just because I don't like Patriots.
The Giants with Tommy DeVito. The Giants over the Bucks. Excuse me, the Giants over the Patriots. All right, bet. because you're probably gonna make some people some money today, so they might take your picks.
Oh.
They might take your picks, so we'll see.
Break me off a piece of that bank.
Yeah, you gotta break it. Should break.
If you
What if
win,
you said break her off, man?
50-50.
All right, next match.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is a big one.
Steelers.
Bengals. Now, before you
Bengals,
pick,
actually.
whoa, before you pick the Bengals, Joe Burrow is out for the season. He's their starting quarterback.
What happened?
He did something to his hand, and he tore some ligaments or something like that. So he's out for the season.
I love him.
So
actually.
Joe Burrow,
Swag.
yeah, Mr. Swaggy himself. So Joe Burrow out.
Okay,
Some bum is in. So it's Steelers with Kenny Pickett. He's another bum at quarterback. But the Steelers are good defensively, and they got a run game.
Then, yeah.
So who do you got?
Steelers.
Steelers over the Bengals? Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right.
Don't second guess me. I second guess myself enough.
All right. And if you guys have any questions for Wifey, this is your chance to hit her up, and she may be ready to answer. He's there on the wine there, friend.
I haven't drank in a really long time.
Oh, relax there.
It's been like a month.
All right. Here's one for you. Panthers Titans.
I mean, I don't even care about that game.
Nobody cares about that game. Nobody cares about the Panthers and Titans game. So Panthers Titans.
Okay, Titans.
Titans?
Remember the Titans. I like the movie, but neither of those teams, let's be honest, doesn't matter.
All right. Jaguars Texans.
Jaguars.
Okay, before you pick the Jaguars, let me tell you who's who.
Okay.
So the Jaguars have Trevor Lawrence. He's the sunshine. He's the quarterback with the long hair. And the Texans is that Christian guy I told you about that had his dad in prison, and he's been playing lights out.
Yes, I know.
All right. So that's Texans. And Devin Singletary went over to the Texans to play. Right? So Devin Singletary's over there. You got CJ Stroud that's balling right now. And Trevor Lawrence, Travis
I'm
Etienne.
actually so sad about that.
So who you got? If you want to stick with your original pick, we can. But I wanted to give you. I want you to give you the goods
pick. I will
first.
stick with my original.
So you're going with the Jaguars?
Yeah.
All right.
Who would you choose?
Texans.
Why?
CJ Stroud is that good. He's balling right now, and Tank Dell is killing it. So I like
Devin's
that.
playing quite well too.
Yes, he is. So
no,
Jaguars
still gonna stay
over Texans.
Yeah.
All right. Saints Falcons. So here's what you need to know: Saints are 5-5. The Falcons are 4-6.
Mm-hmm.
The Falcons right now they're not playing well. They don't know who their quarterback is. It's a mess. The Saints right now are playing 500 ball.
I'm gonna say Saints only because my friend's team is the Falcons and I hope they lose.
Who's your friend that's a Falcons fan?
Joe Croston.
He's a Falcons guy?
Mm-hmm.
Poor guy.
I know. I mean, it is what it is.
All right. Hold on a second. Daryl Stingley, grandson plays for Houston. Oh, there you go. I had no idea. All right, so here you go. Rams, Cardinals.
Rams. I was off for them. I'd probably be a Rams fan if I wasn't a Bills fan. I know. Don't ask.
Why?
I don't know. Ever since do you remember when Bledsoe was out when Brady went in for the first time? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Okay. And it was I don't know. I don't know why. Ever since then, I like them.
The Rams?
It was a really long time ago. I'm old. But it was like the first time ever watching him. And I don't know.
Hold on. Hold on.
Rams.
You talking about Bledsoe?
Yeah.
You're probably talking about a different team, though, babe.
No, I'm not.
Because you're saying Bledsoe.
Did he not play for the Rams at one point?
No.
Well, who did he play for?
He played for
when
the Patriots.
Got hurt.
He played for the Patriots. And I know you ain't no Patriots fan.
Were they playing there? Who were they playing?
Doesn't matter who they're playing. Yeah, I know you ain't no damn Patriots fan.
No, I'm not. But I do like Brady. I hate the Patriots, but I do like Brady.
So answer the question again.
You
Rams,
have to respect him.
Rams or Cardinals?
Rams.
So Rams or Cardinals?
Ask me when I'm sober. Huh?
All right. Browns, Broncos.
Who cares?
So Deshaun Watson was playing for the Browns, but then he got hurt, so he's out for the season. So it's Russell Wilson. It's Russell Wilson with the Broncos, and they're playing better. But the Browns defense
he was off for a little while there. I don't know what's happening. He redeemed himself. I like Russell Wilson. Also because I like Sierra and I like him as a man, so probably.
And the Broncos are playing. They're playing way better. They're 5-5 right now.
Yeah, that probably matters too. Right?
And the Browns are 7-3, but the Browns defense is nasty.
Well,
they got a damn good defense. So you got Broncos or
Wilson.
Browns?
I'm gonna say I
Broncos.
meant what I said.
So that's your.
Stop when I say it. You keep asking me again, like I should be changing it, and that's making me like.
Okay.
You know?
All right. Settle down.
I'm not,
Settle down there.
That's not-
All right. Eagles, Bills. The Bills are 6-5.
Oh my god, but the Eagles are like.
Listen,
I want to say Bills just because of who we are as people, but
it's a tough one. It's okay. Pick who you pick.
It is not going to be good.
So who you got?
Underdog.
Who you got? You got the Bills?
Yes. But this is not. I feel like I feel in my heart that this is not going to be a pretty game, and then I have to deal with you for the rest of the week, which is also not going to be a good time for me.
Listen.
So I pray to God that the Bills win.
Well, listen. This is a tough game. We're not like some people don't have us winning this game.
Yes, and we're playing away, right?
We're away.
Fuck.
That's exactly right.
Well, if we do win,
yeah,
on a positive note, that is a big high.
Absolutely.
So let's just go with that.
All right.
Yeah,
Bet.
we're gonna win. It's gonna be fine. Everything will be all right.
Raiders, Chiefs.
Ooh. Probably Chiefs.
Chiefs. I mean, that's a no-brainer.
I like to go for the underdog sometimes, though. You know, just.
Well, you did go for the underdog. You took the Bills over the Eagles. There's your underdog. Ravens, Chargers. You got Lamar Jackson with the Ravens.
Chargers.
Oh, you got the Chargers?
Yeah.
All right.
Why? Who would you choose?
What's that?
Who would you choose?
The Ravens.
Why?
I would have picked the Ravens. I don't trust the Chargers. So trust them. Bears, Vikings.
Cares.
So the Vikings just picked up that. Remember that guy I told you that's like a freaking neuroscientist? I forgot what it was. I think he's like some kind of engineer or aerospace engineer. And he kept on getting traded from one team to the other, and he just joined.
Yeah, and then he killed it.
And then he killed it.
Yeah.
He's on the Vikings.
Okay.
And the Bears are just the Bears.
Then the Vikings.
Vikings.
Oh, I do hope he does well. They had him rooting for him for a while.
All right, and listen, you picked a game. So those are the games.
Remember who I picked.
How did
Those
Wifey
of you
do?
that win?
The question is, how did Wifey do? That's what you wanted.
I
So
mean,
she
I didn't do
picked
very
the
well.
Bucks over the Colts, Giants over the Pats, Steelers over the Bengals, Titans over the Panthers, Jaguars over the Texans, Saints over Falcons, Rams over the Cards, Broncos. Her upset special. Her upset special is the Broncos over the
Everything's
Browns. And she got two upset specials. She got the Browns losing to the Broncos.
Yeah, but we're who we are.
And she's got the Bills over the Eagles. That's her upset. She's got two upset specials. She got Chiefs over Raiders, Chargers over the Ravens, which is interesting because that could happen, and Vikings over the Bears. I think you did a fantastic job.
Thank you.
So shall we get into our other topic here?
It's actually not cold in here.
It's not cold?
No.
Who
He
said
was like,
it's
it
cold?
must be cold as fuck in there. Probably because you have a hood on and I have a hoodie on. But that's just who we are.
Yeah, but we were
I
also
live in sweatpants.
we were also outside. We had a tree lighting,
Yes, we did.
a community tree lighting. Can you guys hear Wifey, by the way? I hope you guys can. I hope she's see B Sully said you killed it.
Thank
killed that
you.
joint. You killed that joint.
He knows
Somebody
what's
said
up.
it must be cold in Rico's house. You know what?
It's not.
I'll tell you for the most
Everybody
part.
that walks in is like, oh, your host is so hot.
We listen. We heat our home with propane. This is a new thing for us, by the way, because we came from Ontario, where
It's horrible. here.
it's natural gas. So you just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Flick that thing on, you get natural gas. Here, you got to heat your house with propane. So you got to kind of watch out. You know how you kind of heat your home.
Yeah, it's
But, like,
expensive as
I
fuck.
used to be like, yo, put a sweater on, put some socks on. It sounded like Bill Cosby. You know, you ain't gonna.
But when you have a baby, you can't really say that because he always takes his
See,
clothes
that's the
off.
problem.
Like
When you
he's,
gotta-
he won't leave anything on.
Yeah, when you got a young
Certainly
buck,
not socks.
a young pup, that's what usually happens.
So annoying.
So, let me ask you some questions here.
Oh no, I thought I was just gonna come and help you read the comments.
So, no, I'm gonna ask you a question. So, you and I go to a Bills game.
Again, I missed that.
I know, I get you. I get
Okay.
you.
Just before we
Slick Cook
had-
says, "Yo, he needs you to pick his lottery tickets." Yeah, I need her to pick my lottery tickets.
19, 4, 66, 7, and 15.
Yeah, so you're gonna get someone that's gonna do it, and then they're gonna win it, and that's it.
Hmm,
You and I are at a
Bills game.
Bills game.
Yeah.
All right. Hold on. Somebody said, "Where can I get that?" I got to tell them.
I
Yo,
love
Rico,
this.
where can I get that red hoodie? I got family in Niagara Falls, Ontario. I'll tell you where you can get it. Yo, listen, go to Twitter, and I want you to hit up East Coast Backers. All right, hit him up and tell him Rico sent you. All right, and so maybe he'll show you some love, maybe he won't. But I want him to, because I'm gonna tell you right now, these sweaters
It's
are
soft
nice.
though. Like it's
These
super. This is the type of hoodie that your girlfriend's gonna steal. So you might as well
facts.
get two.
So I want you to go to East Coast Bills backers. All right, you hit him up, and he's from
Is
New
that his
Brunswick.
friggin' room?
He's from New Brunswick. Yeah, that's his place. That's what he
Oh
keeps
my
inviting me.
God.
He keeps inviting me to. I don't know. I'm gonna try to show you guys this, but this is this brother's.
Shit.
That's his place right there, and he keeps trying to invite me to
Very
come
blurry.
watch the Bills game. That is something I would definitely do. But anyway,
Oh, yeah.
that's where you want to get that sweater, bro, because it's nasty. It's a nice sweater for real. All right. So you and I at a Bills game.
Mhm.
All right. You know how people are drunk. They get drunk. They get stupid. They get
Me. Last time I was there.
no. I'm talking about stupid.
Oh,
All right.
I didn't go through a table. Give myself
So
that.
somebody tells you to shut up. All right.
Cute. They don't know me.
Okay. Which is fine. Somebody tells you to shut up. So obviously I can't just sit here and just kind of mind
Well,
my
I would
business.
handle that before anybody even.
It's not the point, right?
Okay.
So some dude tells, yo, tell your bitch to shut up or something like that, right? Okay.
These are coming on.
So it's a dude though. It's a dude. He tells, tell your bitch to shut up, right? You're cheering too hard or whatever the case is. So then beer gets poured over my head.
Oh hell no.
Beer gets poured over my head.
Oh no. Bless your heart.
What would
I'm fucking throwing hands before it even gets that far. If somebody calls me a bitch because I'm cheering for my team, I'm knocking you clean out.
but the beer
I
got
know
poured
myself.
the beer got poured over my head.
It definitely won't.
And this is the one that came on screen the other time. Hey buddy? Yeah, you're so cool. You're so cool.
That's your child.
Yeah,
One
beer
would be
beer gets poured over my head. Do I ignore it and be the bigger person and
Well,
not
I
fight?
would already be arrested.
But
It's over. That's over. That's so disrespectful.
hold on.
No, there's no
because
need.
You're just talking shit right now.
No, I'm actually not.
Listen to
if
me.
anybody spits on me or anybody throws something on me, I black out. I'll tell you right now.
Okay, but hear me out. Hear me out. Are you listening?
Yes.
Oh, hold on a second. Were you guys talking about my hoodie or wifey's hoodie?
No, yours.
If you guys are talking about wifey's hoodie,
I mean, this is old school.
you got to go to
this is the one though.
supportbf.com.
Like ours.
Supportbf.com. Go to the BF fan shop and get yourself a BF hoodie if that's what you guys are referring to. But if you guys are referring to this Bills backers one, that one you got to go to East Coast Bills backers. All right, just want to plug that in there. So beer gets poured over my head.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-mm.
Mind you, we're out of town.
I don't give
We
a
have
fuck.
Listen, we got children at home. Those are all the things that we need to and
I would never
see,
leave my kids with somebody that I am not comfortable with.
that's not the
care of.
point. You're not listening to my question.
I understand your question. You're not listening to my answer.
Okay, so let me
get
give you all the
that
parameters.
fast.
Let me give you all the parameters.
Okay.
Do you remember what I told you happened to the man that went to the Patriots game, Dolphins game? He was there with his son. He got in a fight, and somebody punched him. He hit his head, and he died.
Yeah, but I'm not.
Hold
your
on,
son.
because it was over some bullshit.
Okay.
So what I'm trying to bring to you is,
Yeah.
is it worth it? Do I just take it on the chin and he pour beer on my head, or are you?
It's probably not.
Are you
worth it.
condoning me to throw hands?
No, I will throw hands.
You're not throwing hands with a man, and there would be no way I would let you throw hands with a man. So are you condoning that I can?
I don't
throw
ever
hands?
want to see you fight because I know you. It takes a really, 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 really long time to get mad. Like actually, you're so island. It's crazy. Like it takes you a really long time. So I feel between the two of us that I would be blacking out and already on it before you could do anything. And I like if somebody did something to me, I'd be like, "Hey, it's on." But if somebody did something to you, I'd fucking lose my shit. Like it would be over. It would be over. I would lose my mind. I know it. Like it would. I would just would.
Kim's
That's
like,
who I am. You're the type of person who would like you would literally logically think about the situation and be like, "It's really not worth it," and like probably try to diffuse the situation because you're just like
who I would be or you?
Yeah, no, you're just like very humble. You know, like you like be like this punk ass and like let it go and be like, "You're not worth it."
Yeah, but this is the thing. He said, "Yo, tell your bitch to shut up," and then
no, because I already would have.
So I already know myself. First of all,
It would have been over.
like the any amount of disrespect. I'm a very like listen.
I
I'll
know.
try to
I
respect.
wouldn't want you to do it.
I'll
'Cause
try
I'm
to
like,
respect
you'll
people.
kill someone because it takes you a really long time. So if I let you go there, that's shit that I don't think that we could walk away from. I can't probably kill somebody like, with a hit. I will lose my shit probably, and somebody will jump in because I'm a woman. But you, if
'Cause
you
there's a lot of fights that
actually
go
let go, like fuck.
All right,
No.
here's a, and if you guys have any questions for wifey, this is your chance to ask her questions. I've always wanted to see,
It'd be
excuse me,
bad.
what she thought about that. My man, thinking atheist says, "Yo, you got a rider for wifey."
No, I'm crazy.
The
I know
real
that.
the real says, Rico a better man than me if he can walk away from that scenario. Listen, I didn't say I walk
I
away
don't
from
think
it.
you could, which is why I think I would have to step in before you
I didn't
even
say-
stood up. I'd
I
have
didn't
to be
say I'd
like
walk
5
away.
steps ahead and leave you like
I would just have
piece of
to.
that.
I'd have to think about it. And like, yo, am I trying to get locked up in the United States? How long are they
Please
gonna lock
no.
me up?
Please
How long are they
no.
lock me up here? There's a whole lot of things that would have to take place. Ew, am I getting white in my beard?
I hope so. Don't pull it out.
Or is that the lighting?
The lighting.
Is the
Ooh,
lighting?
It just.
I was like, yo, I was about to get the
unease.
tweezers and pull them things out.
No.
All of a sudden, I'm turning
Yes.
39, and
Why don't men understand that shit? We are not 19-year-old little girls. We are grown ass women who like grown ass men. So like, I don't know. He has like 1 or 2 gray hairs, and he pulls that shit out. It drives
go.
me crazy. Leave it alone.
no, I
Let
can't do
come
it.
in.
I don't know.
Let
Are
it
you
come
guys
in.
like that? If you get,
Yes,
if you
every
get the,
woman is like that. We like a dad bod, and we like gray hair. We like salt and pepper. Let it out. That's what's happening. This is past 30. That's what we want to see. I don't understand why men don't know that.
I don't know about all that.
It's like when men say like, "Oh, I like a thick woman," and we're still sitting there trying to diet all the time.
Rico, loving another fighter. I am, man. I'm
He
loving
is.
another fighter, man.
He
Listen,
is,
man.
and he's
I'll
good
show
at
everybody
it.
love. I'll show everybody love.
Not
I got no
everyone.
problems with you. I'll dap you up. But if you come on some bullshit, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
not-
Then I mean, now we're gonna have to really talk about it. Anyway, I'm trying to find another scenario. If you guys have any scenarios for her, not even like this type of scenario, but any questions that you have, this will be the time to ask. If you're not a Bills fan, if you could choose any team to root for, not Bills.
Well, I said Rams, but apparently I was wrong.
Yeah, but I don't think you know. What do you know?
Who
What,
was in the Super Bowl when Bledsoe got hit and they put in Tom Brady? What team was that then?
that
the
year?
very first time.
My gosh, I can't remember who was it. Who was
I
the Super?
thought it was the Rams.
When did
Was it
Bledsoe get?
not?
When did Bledsoe get
Do y'all know
get
what
blasted?
I'm talking about?
It was like 2000, 2003? Not even 2001.
Was it
I don't even
really
know what
long-
year that was. What
It's
year was
really
that?
A long time ago. Somebody say it. Thank you. That's it. Thinking atheist.
Rico, rock that
Oh,
salt and
thank you,
pepper, man.
Jesus, but other than that-
He said, "Rock that salt and pepper with pride,
Yes,
baby."
Thank you.
Nah, not yet, man. Listen, this is the thing. Whenever there's
You're
just
a grown man, You just turned
Listen.
39. You almost 40.
whenever there's people
40.
that have the salt and pepper, which is cool, but it's
Very
spread.
cool.
It's like
I
salt
love
and
that
pepper.
shit.
But I'm not trying to have
If I could have
a
you bald,
couple grains of salt
and
here and
salt
there.
and
Nah,
pepper,
that don't rock.
I'd probably be pregnant.
I don't. Somebody said pick Miami. You tripping? They're tripping.
Oh, happy
The Rams and
Thanksgiving
Patriots were in the
out
Super Bowl.
there.
You know what?
Thank you.
You were right.
I know I was right. I remember that. I remember that.
Why the hell would you pick
I
the
remember
Rams?
you saying Patriots, but I was like, yeah, no, I remember the Rams were playing. Like, I remember Bledsoe was hurt and they put Brady in and he was like insane. He was insane. And I was like, yo, remember the first time I saw Canelo fight?
Yeah.
Remember where we were? And I was
Yeah.
like, yo, this guy is going to be crazy. Like, I've never seen a fighter like that since
Well,
like
there you
a
go.
long time
You're
ago.
so I was trying to make you look like a fool. And you
Thank
proved me
you.
wrong.
Thank you.
Angel says,
told
"Yo,
you.
Salt and Pepper looks handsome, dude."
It does. She knows what's up.
Well, we ain't ready for that yet. We ain't ready for that yet.
We are ready.
Before, I mean, I've been chatting here for a while, so now this is time for us to kind of chill. You want me to take you off camera? While you change? I think she's just trying. Wifey's just trying to show off her new hairdo.
My t-shirt.
You trying to show off your new hairdo?
Like, you can see my hair hasn't changed.
You're trying to show off your new hairdo. Show it off,
So
girl.
fancy.
Show it off,
It's
girl.
actually
Get in
like
there.
a week old, but thank you for
There you go.
noticing.
Show it off. You feel good? There you go. She feels
I feel
good.
good now.
She feels good.
Stop
Honestly,
it.
my man thinking atheist. See, that's what I'm saying, man. Honestly, fighting at a game is nonsense overnight. See, this is my thing. This is my
It is.
point.
If you're there for a good time,
This is my point. Like, it would take me a lot for me to kind of get into it with somebody because, like,
Yeah.
I'm a rational thinker. Like, I don't just jump in. I don't jump into just anything. I'm like, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Is it worth it? Does he have a punchable face? And if you know what I'm saying, there's a whole lot of things I gotta, you know what I mean, factor into it. Then I gotta think, okay, yo, my car's parked over here. They're gonna tow my shit. Then I gotta go to jail. They're gonna charge me this. Yo, it's not even worth it.
That's how much logical of a thing.
It's not even worth it. And I gotta get back to my kids, and my kids gonna be like, yo, what happened to you? Yo, why is you scratched up and stuff? Or why were you not here? Like, you know what I'm saying? Where's your mother?
That's true. I hate answering.
Too many questions to answer, right? For a bozo.
Thousands of questions.
For a bozo, that's not even gonna remember what he did the night before. It's like, is it even worth it? Like that Dolphins fan that punched that poor man. Like,
no, but that's actually
that person's probably sitting here like,
awful.
oh my gosh, what was I thinking? What was I doing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Logic, man. Logic is everything, bro. I don't just jump into anything. Nah. No way. I don't jump into anything. You think I didn't vet this one first? She's a pretty face, but I had to vet her first. I was like, yo, is she crazy? Because it's always the pretty ones that'll be the crazy ones, right?
I didn't say it wasn't crazy.
It's the pretty ones that like, yo, if they're pretty, they're crazy. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta like really vet it. Like, can she be the mother of my children?
Years, I think that it's pretty much worth my.
Can she be the mother of my children? Can she? You gotta ask all those questions, man. You gotta ask all those questions.
Well, we're still here, so it couldn't have been too bad. My mom loves you.
and listen, that's something too. When you get with folks, you vet their parents too. Their parents is important for you to vet. There's some crazy cats, and you're about to merge your family with that. Think twice.
The water in my fire.
Yeah, for sure. There's no question about it. I love you for it. Angel says, "Yo, that's what my hubby says." What does hubby say?
Girls,
girls
are crazy for real.
Pretty girls are crazy.
The right dude,
because they are. Because they think there's a part of them. I think they're untouchable. So sometimes you gotta humble them. I don't
think that's what it is. I don't think that's what it is. I think that all women are crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta, and sometimes you gotta humble them. Don't give them all that love off the bat. You know what I'm saying? No. You gotta make them kind of like, it's true.
Okay, Mr. Lover.
I'm just keeping it.
You're like the biggest lover boy ever.
I'm just keeping it a buck, man. Like you you don't want to give him upper hand. Never give upper hand.
I do appreciate that you can.
No. You don't give upper hand.
Put me in my place.
Yeah, don't give upper hand. Never give upper hand. You're done if you give upper hand. You're done for the rest of it. You give upper hand early, it's over. You are going to be. She says, "Let's go." You're gonna be like, "Where we going, ma'am?" And you're not gonna say,
"I don't want no yes man. I don't want no bitch man." Like I definitely couldn't. I would run you, and I couldn't do it.
No, we don't want that.
I wouldn't be able to do it.
We do not want that.
You put me respectfully in my place, which is what I need.
Which is fine.
Which works well.
So
I need to get you a new bell. That's why I actually came down here. Actually, that's what I thought about because it's Black Friday.
New bell?
And I thought,
yeah, this I need a new bell.
Broken.
I do need a new bell. Let me see. So if you guys have any more questions, go ahead and do it. I got my man Houdini. What's up, Houdini? He's an Eagles fan. Yo, it's gonna be a good game against the Eagles, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It's gonna be a big game against the Eagles. We're gonna see how it plays out. I don't think Eagles fans should be like confident going into this game.
Yes,
they should not. If Eagles fans think they're gonna treat us like, you know what I'm saying, like every other team, like think twice about it. You guys had a good game against the Chiefs last game. Obviously, because you had some familiarity with the Chiefs, you guys went back and looked at some stuff. I get it. This Bills, I don't think the Bills have played. I don't think the Bills have played. I mean, you're past the Bills content, big fella. You're gonna have to kind of jump back in and watch the beginning of the show. Derek Presty.
I ruined it.
You didn't ruin anything. This is the end of the show. And guys, like I said, it ain't always got to be Bills topics. I can hit Bills topics, and then we can hit anything other than that, because those I've been watching for a while, that's how it's been. You can answer that one.
Oh, why did you do that?
Go ahead and answer.
I suck at dates. We've been married for 13 years. Is it 13? 14. 15.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't remember. We've been married for a long time. 15 years, I want to say. 14 years.
Together 15. 15.
Okay.
15 years?
Yeah.
Some people are like, yo, that's a long time. It kind of is a long time, for real.
Yeah, but you're fun, so I don't really care.
Go back to Derek Presty. Go back to Derek Presty for me, please.
Why?
No, go back to Derek Presty. Slow news night.
Stop it.
No. Hold on. Stay on Derek Presty for a second. Hey, Derek Presty. the little bar. There's a little bar.
Don't be a dick.
No, I'm not gonna be a dick. He's just got to know. There's a little bar at the end, at the bottom of the screen, where you can kind of move it back and forth.
Okay.
You can actually take that little red dot, slide it all the way back, and then get the bill stuff that you're looking for,
True.
and then you have it.
Accurate.
All right, I'm not trying to be that guy.
Yeah, don't
You know
be
what I'm
mean. Don't be mean.
Wife is keeping 100. She's keeping 1,000, man. Respect. I appreciate that, bro. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Tell your brief story about how you became a Bills fan. Oh, that was you and your brother.
No, we ain't get into all that.
That's a very long. That's not. You can't even make that.
It's
small.
really at the end of it. Here's how it goes down.
You know what, Derek? I fucking do. I love my wine. And you know what? Before I had my last baby, because he keeps breeding me like it's some kind of contest. I don't know what you're trying to win.
Wow.
Anyways, I used to come here all the time and I used to have like wine night with Gina and we had a good time. And then I got knocked up. And for a year and a half to 2 years, I never came on here. And now I'm hammered. So I have enough confidence to come down and hang out with my husband a little bit. And I'm so sorry if you don't appreciate it, except for, you know, like he said.
He said last time we played.
Scroll to the beginning.
Hold on, leave it on Houdini. The last time we played Allen, yeah, he was a turnover machine. But how long ago was that? I'm trying to remember the last time the Eagles played the Bills. Hold on, keep it on there.
Oh, sorry.
Because I can't remember. I honestly can't remember the last time the Bills played.
Go, girl.
Yeah, 25 years, girl. Go ahead, girl.
Go, girl.
Eagles, Bills. When's the last time we played y'all? For real? Because I cannot recall. I cannot recall. Let me see. Last matchup. Damn, the Eagles took it to us, man. 31-13. The last time we played y'all. Yikes.
His mama would have killed him.
And it was early. You guys weren't even that good that year, too. You guys were 4-4. And you guys happened to give us an L. 31-13. Golly.
Baby, did you hear about Josh Beatty?
Oh, God. Who asked that question?
Joshua.
Ugh, Josh, why you got to do that, bro? Why you got to go there, bro? So, are you familiar with? Oh, Carson Wentz was your quarterback, and Josh went 16 for 34. He had a horrible game. Actually, not really. 16 for 34. He had 169 yards passing with 2 touchdowns and no interceptions, and he had 45 yards rushing. So I don't know what you're talking about. He had a horrible game, but we were throwing to Cole Beasley and John Brown, Tyler Kroft. Come on, man. We didn't have the team that we have right now, bro. So it's going to be interesting. But nonetheless, we did lose. We got spanked 31-13. But our record at the time was 5-2. Just so you know. Listen, Josh is asking me for Josh Giddey. Don't do that, JR. So Josh Giddey is an NBA player that he got caught messing with a young girl.
Oh,
and the girl was, I think she was like, he was in college.
Like
I think he was in college. I think he was like 19. She was like maybe 16 or 17 or turning 17. I don't know. I have no idea. And the worst part is, it's not like he can say, I don't know anything about it. The girl took a picture and was like,
oh no.
And him in the background, it was like, guess who I just effed. And it was like him going in the picture. Raise your
babies better.
There ain't no, I don't know. I mean, no, I'm not even gonna get into that because I don't know anything about it. Who else is sick of watching the Eagles in the Super Bowl? They should play the toilet bowl. Have you been to Philly yet?
No.
Have I been to Philly? Have I been to Philly?
You haven't. For a family reunion?
No, never.
No,
actually, never been to Philly.
No,
I think I drove through Philly, but never been to Philly. No, never been to Philly, man.
I think you need to travel more.
I need to travel more?
Yeah, we need like a GoFundMe account for you.
Demrica, wife is putting you on the hot seat. Yeah, she is putting me on the hot seat, bro.
Sorry.
She definitely is. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna take the bait.
Sorry, not her. I would love for you to go to Bills game. That's actually like what I would love to get you for Christmas.
Well, listen,
it's hard,
these Bills games are getting. I don't know what you
to even take.
Are there any season ticket holders in this chat right now? And if there are,
hit me up.
Let me know if you guys are season ticket holders. I'm curious because like to get season tickets, I wonder how much that is.
What's it about Philly though? Like, why is everybody like, fuck, don't go to Philly? Like, what?
Because Philly's.
Is that like your rival? Like, what?
No, it's just It's a gritty city. It's like New York City. Philly's got their grit. New York's got their grit. Every city's got their Baltimore, like Chi-Town's got their grit. Yeah.
Grit. Like Philly, I'm like, really?
Baltimore's got their way. Some people might say, yo, don't go to Baltimore. So there's a whole lot of things people will say. Some people might say, don't go to Buffalo.
No, stop.
Some people might say, don't go to Rochester.
Okay, no.
Rochester's a bad place. You never know.
I had an amazing time. What was that bar that we went to that time? When we went to
I couldn't even tell you. O'Neill's? I have no idea.
What a great time.
Wifey liked O'Neill's. I don't know why. It's just a
that guy
small
that
little
was
place.
To that. Anyways, I was loaded.
Yeah. She had a good time. She had a good time.
Great time.
I'm trying to think of.
They have a jail in the stadium. Stop it.
In Philly because of that.
No.
Yes, they do. You keep messing around, you get drunk. You get put in the drunk tank downstairs in the.
That's not real. Basement. Are you serious?
Yeah. It's not a joke.
Well, that would suck. Like, what do you have to do to get in there?
It ain't a joke, man. It ain't a joke.
I'd be pissed if I paid that much money and you throw me in bars. I'd be so
Listen,
mad.
if I'm a Bills player, if I'm a Bills player, would you like it if you got put up in box seats, or would you rather be in the stands with the fans?
I'm like lower Titanic type of girl, lower deck. I would like to be right in there.
The lower deck.
Yeah.
So you're like the dirty dance. You know, dirty dancing. So are you at the uppity
the overnight cabin?
Are you the uppity at the uppity club?
That's why I said the lower deck of the Titanic. That means like I want to be like,
Or are you across the bridge at the club?
You know damn well that I don't fit in with like proper people. I don't want to go anywhere where I have to like know what cutlery I have to use properly and fucking blah blah blah. Which is weird.
You guys, there's some young people that don't know what dirty dance is.
Who I'm raised by. You think that I should be the other way around, but I very much am not.
You're across the river. You're across the river girl.
I'm not comfortable with bougie people.
she's an across the river girl for people that know about the movie Dirty Dancing.
Yeah, take me to the back cabin.
She said, "Pat Swayze it."
Yes,
Pat Swayze with it.
That's what I mean. Yeah. I don't know. I just can't.
Angel said, "Go first class, never third."
I don't know. I feel like I'm definitely not the first class type of person.
She's like, go first class, that's never third. Anyway, yeah, if you were to be, because I'd definitely not be up the
like, you know me. There's no bougie-ness in me. Don't let this hair fool you.
Yeah, but if you're the main. I would have had to see you. If I was Patrick Swayze, I would have had to see you at the uppity club. So like I would have to bring
I said, who I'm raised by, I know what cutlery to eat first, but that doesn't mean that that's where I want to be.
So you would have been. So somebody would have had to pull you, or would you have found it yourself? And like,
I'd have found it myself. I would have went.
Okay, there you go.
And here you are.
And there you have it. It's a classic Patrick Swayze. Is that your favorite Patrick Swayze movie?
Oh my God, I love Patrick Swayze.
Is that your favorite Patrick Swayze movie?
That goes. I don't know. He's one fine white man. He is Patrick Swayze.
What was that movie that he was like a bouncer at a bar? And he was like whooping everybody's ass in that bar.
What?
Patrick Swayze? Yes.
I don't think I know that one.
Yes, they people know what I'm talking about. Patrick Swayze was a
little look-see, little Patrick Swayze.
He was the freaking, is it Roadhouse?
Oh, I know what one you're talking about. Oh, what was that called?
I think it's Roadhouse, man. Roadhouse, man. He was whooping everybody's ass. That was it.
I think it was.
That was a good one.
Yo, I love
New Mexico, he gets it.
He is so fine. Patrick Swayze was a bad man. Yeah, him and John Travolta.
Roadhouse was like, that's what it was, man. He was whooping everybody's ass, man. He was that cool dude, sleeve rolled up to the bicep. He wasn't playing no games.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Patrick Swayze or Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Oh, Patrick all the way. Absolutely. Patrick Swayze and what's that other one?
Yo, you hating on Van Damme?
No, I would never. He could get it too.
Jean-Claude Van Damme was a badass back in the day.
Who is it? Rambo.
Sylvester Stallone.
Yes, I love him.
Why?
I don't know why.
Sylvester.
I know.
No, you true.
No, I'm not. and John Travolta also. He is pretty.
Sylvester Stallone.
Yes, I don't know why, but there's something about him.
Angel said Sly. Yes.
Yes.
Nah, y'all tripping. Nah, y'all tripping.
Oh no, absolutely.
Now y'all tripping.
I am not.
Now y'all tripping.
No.
Yo, Atheist said he was a badass in that movie. He was though. Yeah. Somebody said, who doesn't love Rocky? It's not about loving Rocky. It's Sylvester Stallone. I've seen him in other movies. It's like, he's limited. Okay. He's limited.
Absolutely not.
He's definitely limited. You can't play every role. Swayze can play a whole lot of roles. Sylvester, picture Sylvester as like a lover boy in a movie. Heck no. Sylvester Stallone? Heck
Yes,
no.
Okay. Anyways,
Not even close.
don't try to hate on my man.
You
This is
straight,
not-
you
not
straight
happening.
tripping, man.
Sam Elliott, also yes. Is that
Who's-
the guy that has like the big white mustache? And he's, like,
Who's Sam
there's
Elliott?
something about him that's like sexy.
Who's Sam Elliott?
You know what I mean?
Who's Sam Elliott?
I just said what I said. He's like the guy, Sam Elliott. He's got like now he's gray and he has like that mustache, like it's like the gray mustache, right? I think the last thing I saw him on was like
Sam Elliott?
Yes,
The guy from freaking
The Ranch. Absolutely.
We're done.
No, what? He also played in the one where Bradley Cooper and what's his face was in it.
He said he got those sunken dunk. Are you talking about? First of all, who are you referring to? First of all,
Oh, I'm referring
Hillslayer
to
said
Sam
he's
Elliott.
got those sunken puppy eyes. I don't know who he's referring to.
What do you mean?
Atheist says your wife is not a fan of Muscle from Brussels. She probably don't know what that
Who
is.
is that?
She won't know who that
I
is.
might. You know what? I don't know. You know me. I have very weird taste. Weird things turn me on. I don't know what it is.
You're a strange cat.
I know.
He says, "What's up with Dolly singing 'We Are Champions' by Queen in Dallas?" Yo, listen.
It's fucking Dolly.
Did you
She
see?
can do whatever she wants.
Did
Was
you
it when she was in the little like cheerleading outfit?
Yes.
Okay, but do you actually know how old Dolly Parton is? Fuck, she looked phenomenal for her age and doing that. Like you, stop it. I could
And doing what?
never. Even wearing that outfit and looking half as good as she
How
did.
old is she?
She's fucking up there. She's like what?
She's like
70s?
Is she in her 70s?
At least. Dolly Parton looks fucking amazing. I don't
She's
even
77 years of age.
Oh my god, that's unbelievable. That's
But no,
even
and she's
better
got
than
no
I
plastic
thought.
surgery. That's the amazing part about
Okay,
it,
stop it.
isn't it?
How dare you?
Exactly.
How
She looks phenomenal with
It's
work.
Dolly fucking Parton.
Knock it off, first of all.
Knock
But anyway,
it
did you
off.
see?
No.
Did you actually? Because I didn't watch the halftime show of the weekend. Did you see it?
I love Dolly Parton.
Did you see any
I love
highlights of it or
everything.
no?
Yes.
You did?
Yeah.
Did it look good?
I think so because I love Dolly Parton.
Because they're hating on Jack Harlow and his halftime.
But you know what? I'm not really a fan of Jack Harlow anyway, so I'm not the one to ask.
How do you guys feel about halftime shows at these
Non
like Thanksgiving weekend non-Super Bowl events?
But we're not Americans, so I feel like we're definitely
No,
not.
but it's entertainment.
Oh,
Nonetheless,
okay.
I like it. It's halftime. You might as well.
Bring back the drum line.
But like, give me somebody that actually moves the needle. Jack Harlow, I don't know about all that.
I mean, some people absolutely love him. I
Yeah,
don't
but you
know
gotta-
him,
you
but
gotta-
I think Dolly is. I mean, you know that Dolly Parton's like it's like being like, oh my god, like she's
Dolly Parton is like
yes,
Madonna.
she is.
She's like Madonna.
Exactly.
Madonna's a hot
and
mess.
Cher. You know that they're horrible, like, but they're amazing at the same time. Well, I don't really like Madonna. She's crazy.
King Noble says, "Yo, if only the performed during the Jets versus game, Zach Wilson would have gone off and won." You listen, man. The Jets are absolutely atrocious right now. I don't know. They effed that up so bad.
So funny.
What's so funny? They effed that up so bad. I enjoy seeing mascots fight at halftime. See, that would be entertaining. That would be entertaining. Throw a mascot,
Halftimes
throw a ring in
always
there,
suck.
and
Really?
get a good going.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Halftime. Well, it depends on who's performing. You got to understand. You got fans that are 75 to fans that are 6. You feel me? So like, you got to
It
find
has
the
to be
happy.
appropriate.
You got to find the happy median, the half medium of where to hit. Jack Harlow, I don't know if he's hitting with
I don't
70
even
plus
know
year
who
olds,
that is.
65 plus
Like, I
year
mean, I
olds.
do, but like, I don't.
Like, ask your dad if he knows who Jack Harlow is.
No,
He'd be
exactly.
like, what?
Absolutely.
Jack Harlow?
No.
Edward Scissorhand guy? Is that the guy that plays
That's
Edward
exactly
Scissorhand?
what my
Like,
dad
I mean,
said.
facts.
Aw.
Anyways,
But other people probably love him.
Madonna's a hot mess. I'm gonna
Stop
keep it
it.
real. Madonna's
Anyways.
a hot mess.
They should just keep the halftime shows at the Super Bowl. That's what I said. Or do something like local, like somebody from that town that you're. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Like Metallica?
I fucking love Metallica.
Oh, here we go. We're done.
Whiskey in the Jar, amazing.
Uh,
Hype song. That was my white person hype song.
what song?
Metallica, like either Enter Sandman or like Whiskey in the Jar. Or
So there was a
something like that.
there was a post on Twitter, and the post on Twitter was like, they was asking black folk, what is that one white song that white folks listen to that you secretly are like, oh,
Yes,
that
James.
song is
Also, I
amazing.
would agree that would be a
That
good
song is
one.
amazing. Here in Canada, they have green. Anyway,
I love it.
and
Don't.
Toto The song by Toto called "Hold the Line." Holy shit! You play that song for me, bro. I'm rocking out. I'm rocking out. That shit is heavy. I rock that shit. That's in my phone. Sometimes I'll put that shit on repeat for like twice, 2 or 3 times, man. Rock that thing, and then I'm like, all right, I had my fill. I thought it was hilarious. Yeah, I thought it was too good.
I mean, it's all right. You make it sound like it's Bon Jovi. Calm down.
Do you have any last notes you want to say before we get out of here?
No, yeah. Thanks for coming out.
So let me ask you guys a question
Priest
before we
is
get out
not-
of here. Do
he's
you
not
guys
happy about me being here?
do you guys like this portion of the show? Right,
Absolutely.
I talk Bills only, and then once Bills talk is only what I need to get out of.
Absolutely.
How do you guys feel about the back end where we just chill and kind of get back to like it's Friday, man? We do what we do. So you guys let me know if you guys like it. Give me thumbs up or thumbs down. We're like, no, I don't like this portion. If you like this portion, thumbs up. We can try to do this maybe every other Friday. We'll go from there. Fluffy Panda.
Okay,
What's up, Fluff? Fluffy Panda says, yo, Jets offense so bad and pretty sure you got more kids than they have TDs. He's probably not wrong.
Yeah.
Yo, Fluffy Panda is a fool.
Four's enough.
But yeah, man, if you guys kind of appreciate this
What
kind
was
of
the guy that
portion
was
of the
not
show,
liking me? I'm so sorry.
let me know. Who?
Jeff? Josh?
He didn't like you?
Priest. What, the guy that was in here that was just like, isn't this a Bills content?
Oh, he's not. I didn't think he
I'm
meant
so
anything by it.
sorry.
He didn't mean anything by it. And if he does, if he's like, hey, man, I was just on Buffalo Fanatics, and he's got his wife talking.
Excuse me.
Exactly.
I'm just joking.
Nah,
I'm
but
sorry.
I don't
I'm
think he like
joking.
that. He ain't
I'm
like that.
just teasing you. Sorry.
My man thinking atheist says, yo, Black Sabbath paranoid. I've never even heard of Black Sabbath.
I know, but what?
Paranoid.
Okay.
No,
would
the song Paranoid, I
Stop
said.
it. He's actually the worst. When
Black
it comes to any
Sabbath
other like
Paranoid.
music genres, he's horrible. I listen to everything. When it comes to like you need
Black
to,
Sabbath
you need to
Paranoid?
open your waters more. He won't even eat vegetable. He only eats certain fruits. Certain. Your New Year's resolution should be up.
No. You never.
Yes. You're missing so many things
Absolutely
that you're
not.
unaware
You'll
of.
never hear me hearing something. If you ever hear me listen to something like that, something's wrong with me. Call 911.
Oh, stop it.
Somebody. I've been
Anything's
cloned. I'm not who I am.
cloned. That's when
I'm
no
not
one
who I
can
am.
clone you. One is enough.
I am not who I am.
Me.
That's what it is.
I'm over you.
What do you got? All right, we gotta wrap things up
Okay,
because
bro.
we've been doing this 2 hours.
I would love for you to learn to wrap it up.
I'm confident. See, you think you're funny with your witty ass.
No,
right?
I'm so serious.
I'm confident in these Bills. They're
as-
really gonna get us that dub. Listen,
Yeah.
listen. You can let me answer that question or what?
Yeah.
Just jumping onto that one. And I'm also confident in that. And I think that he's got enough invested to do well that he's going to do everything he can to get these guys ready to go. So I'm actually I'm all over it. I feel you. I'm on that. Did you see anything else? All right, folks. Listen, if you guys enjoyed this portion of the show, because I mean the first portion was Bills talk, and I kind of gave you guys my 5 keys to victory, and my 5 key players that are going to help this Bills team get over the hump, get the first portion of the show, the first hour and 15 minutes of the show. That's what it was, and then the back end obviously was me and wifey just kind of shooting the shit and talking mess, right? So if you guys enjoyed it, obviously smash that like for the boy, smash that like for the lady.
Things.
What's all the small things, blah blah, da 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 da. Listen, we had that shit like back in elementary school, so that's why I know it. I mean, but you ain't gonna listen. You ain't gonna find me listening to that, blasting that right before a game.
I might.
Yeah, man, that could happen. Dave Coolis, thank you, Dave Coolis. What's up, Dave? This is a good show, Rico. Jenna, enjoy the buzz.
Always.
She always will.
Yeah.
Fluffy Panda, what's up, Fluff? Fluff says Miss Rico got that Chica homegirl look.
Chica.
Yeah, she sure does.
What's funny is that my hair used to always be in braids. And
Game Test says, yo, wrong song. Listen, I used to do this all the time. I used to do this all the time to people where I would sing a purposely wrong song. I'd start with the right tune and then go into a whole different song. And they're like,
the right
you're
song.
ruining the song. It's like, what? No, that can't be. That's the right song, isn't it? and they'd go into a whole.
Oh,
No,
that's
this is
Adam's
the
song.
song. I just got
Oh, what-
Game Touch TV just did it. So now you got me. You have me no choice. Because I thought I was actually singing the right song in
me
that
too.
regard.
I thought you were. So what was that? Adam's song.
Was it All the Small Things?
Yeah.
I thought it was All the Small Things.
True
Isn't that what it was? I know I'm not wrong.
I don't know. I'm probably like mixing 50 songs.
I am right. It's all the that's how it goes. It's the same
I don't know
thing.
what's happening right now.
It's the same thing.
All the back girl. Yes.
Yes.
And Stefani is also.
Come on, man. I was doing the right thing. You tripping, man. I had it down pat. You tripping. Yeah, you were right. King Noble. King Noble knows I was right. Yo, Game Touch tried to get me. Wait, you got the wrong song, Game Touch.
Anyways.
You got the wrong side, but I usually troll people with that. That's the crazy part. So, Game Touch, you and I are on the same level because we do this all the time, man. I'd mash up 2 songs and then we go from there. Anyway, listen, this is it. We're done. You guys have yourself a fantastic evening, and we're back at it again tomorrow. Oh my God,
We
Rev.
are?
No. We're back at it again tomorrow with my guy Rev. Rev's going to be breaking it down. I don't know if he's going to be doing it in the early portion of the morning or in the afternoon. So look out for my guy Rev coming on. It might be a live show or it might be a pre-recorded show. And then we're back at it on Sunday evening. And listen, man, big, huge game. We got this. We got to get it. And we got to get this win, man. We got to get this win. This is a must win. This is a must win. Fluffy Panda says Eureka listens to Gwen Stefani all day.
I love Gwen Stefani.
Right.
Old school Gwen Stefani.
She all right. She all right. All right, fellas, and folks and ladies. I hope you guys enjoy the show. Smash that like while you guys before you guys get out of here. And if you have not subscribed to the channel. And we will catch you guys again on the flip side. We're back at it again. The Rico Report back at it again. Post game show Sunday, and we'll probably do a pre-game show as well. It'll probably be me by myself again. But if they join, that'd be great. If the boys join, but I mean, it's Sunday. Everybody's kind of doing some things, so they may not be able to join. But I'll try to get on a show pre-game and then post-game. And don't forget to hit up my man Pierre because he's going to be doing the live game reaction. I love it. So we'll go from there, folks. So enjoy the rest of your evening. And
I'd remember if you win this, you can't even see it.
Get it. Oh yeah, don't forget her picks.
Yep.
Get the pick'ems. The pick'ems are there. So jump on there. Let me go through.
Give me my money.
Just so you guys know what it is. Actually, you know what? You can actually take your picks. Tell them what you got.
Real quick. Bucks over the Colts. Write this down. Giants over the Pats. Steelers over the Bengals. Titans over the Panthers. Jaguars over the Texans.
The circle, the one with the upsets.
Stop that. Mm-hmm. Over the Falcons. Rams over the Cardinals. What?
The Rams over the Cards, yeah.
I know, but why would... Anyway. Broncos over the Browns. Oh, because you said that's the upset.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Bills over the Eagles. How dare you?
Mm-hmm.
Chiefs over the Raiders. Chargers over the Ravens. And Vikings over the Bears.
And your upset. Which was your upset pick between the
Bills over the Eagles?
Bills over the Eagles, your upset pick.
I'm so sorry. Let's be honest. Fuck. I mean,
wow, the nerve.
I would have a little bit more confidence if we were playing at home. There's just so many things.
I respect it.
You know,
like we're on the road.
Yeah, it's not good.
But
I have faith, but it won't be easy. And like, I'm not gonna. Anyways, it doesn't matter.
Okay. So you heard it.
But run me my money though. If you take any of those picks and you win, you can hit me up on Instagram, would be fine, or you can hit him up. Either way, just run me my money. And yeah, happy Thanksgiving if you're American.
Well, there you have it.
Yeah.
And wifey just made your pick, so if you win,
good luck.
Run that money over here. So, folks, now I can do my outro music.
Buffalo.
Wrong one. Enjoy yourself. We'll have a great night.
All
the small things indeed. Have yourself a fantastic evening, guys, and we will catch you guys on the flip side. And listen, hit up East Coast Backers on Twitter to get this sweater. And if you guys want to respect, if you guys want to jump on the Buffalo Fanatics fan site. Go ahead and cop some gear. We got something in store for everyone. So jump on there right off the bat. And folks, until next time, it's your boy Rico. It's Mrs. Rico next to me, Miss Jenna. And until next time, we'll catch you on the flip side.